Say Forlek is first to the stream. Say Forlek is third to the stream. Say Forlek is second to the stream.
Good day, everyone. How's it going? How's everyone doing? I apologize for my voice. I've not said much out loud recently. Welcome everyone. I'm glad to see you here. Welcome. Hope everyone had an absolutely fantastic weekend. Did anyone do anything fun or exciting? Anything?
Just summoned Eclipse Chan.
Oh, hello, Eclipse Chan. Hello. Fancy seeing you here. Crap. Oh, no. No.
Oh, I made some adjustments to things, and apparently I did not do it correctly. Ah, crap. I did not even think about that. Yeah, because my camera is in front of those layers. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Cameron Reap says, she's hiding. I played the Guardians of the Galaxy game and art.
Ooh, nice. That is true. She is hiding. Yeah, Yeah, that's a little awkward. Let's see. How am I going to fix this quickly? I could. So here's the thing. I adjusted some things on my OBS because I was trying to practice some things. Oh my gosh. I just realized. Whoops. I just realized that I had a private Discord channel open. That's my bad. Well, I guess if anyone saw it, you'll see that there may or may not be a thing coming up, a surprise, a secret project that will be coming out on Toasty's channel here pretty soon. So that's my bad. I don't know how I completely forgot that I had that up. Anyway, okay, yeah. How am I going to fix this? Is it a flip book game?
Gold summon
No, it's
Sun-chan.
not. Uh-oh. Hello, look, it's Sun-chan. We've got a Sun-chan now, everybody. Look at that. It's Sun-chan. Look at that beautiful, absolutely beautiful Sun-chan right there. Absolutely gorgeous. I need to fix some stuff, though. I'm dying. That was very... okay, well, yeah, everybody say hello to Sun-chan. Hello, Sun-chan. Scoiled was absolutely fantastic and made us a Sun-chan. So now we have a Sun-chan. This is not what actually broke my OBS. Actually, what broke my OBS was Dancing Moon-chan over there. And you want to know what about Dancing Moon-chan broke everything? Okay, it wasn't Dancing Moon-chan. It was me that broke it all. Give me 2 seconds. So I need to come over here. I need to go to camera, filters, and then if I turn this on, you'll see...
Brett.
Oh no. Oh wait, no, okay, still there. Okay, so we go to... Oh, please don't tell me now this is broken. Okay, that's why. What the...
Cameron Reap just
redeemed. We got ourselves a stretch. Okay, so if I turn that off, and then we take Dancing Moon-chan and put her back in here, she's gonna go behind
Cameron Reap wants Moonman to do 10 chest benders.
Here comes the trifecta. Maybe. And then if we turn this on, wait for it. This may actually break again. Hey, there we go. Look at that. I was trying to get something like this working. Some face tracking.
Cameron Reap wants Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
There's a trifecta, everybody. Yeah, so I was trying to get some, like, head tracking going to have Moon-chan dancing on my head. And that's what broke. That's what broke everything. So I had to, like, reorganize some layers. And then, of course, because of that, it then broke some things over here in Leorin board. So, I'm just going to come over here really quickly and see if I can get this stuff fixed. So, what am I gonna have to do here? What am I gonna have to do here? Also, I am very distracted, so if anyone's saying anything important, I apologize. I will be catching up on chat. I definitely am gonna need to fix this so that everything is fine. Yeah, what am I gonna, how? Okay, let's do this. I'm going to add a group. We're gonna call this the Chans. The Moons? I don't know what I'm gonna call this. We're gonna call it the Moons. We're gonna call it the Moons. All right, I'm gonna put the Moons right here. Okay, so nobody redeem any of the Moon Chan, Sun Chan, or Eclipse Chan. Nobody redeem those, because they're not gonna work as of right now.
Axel_Benedict cheered 5 bits. What happened to my streak?
Wait, did you lose your streak too? I have no idea. I feel like someone else, who was it? Someone said they also lost their streak recently. And now I don't remember who it was. Bobby? I think it was Bobby. I lost my streak. I have no idea. You were here on the Thursday stream, right? I swear I remember seeing you. Next will be Star Chan and then Jackie Chan. Oh yeah, mine's gone, but I missed a stream. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Well, Bobby said that they had not missed a stream and that it was still gone. I have no idea what's going on there. That is very bizarre. Very strange indeed. Anyway, what do you guys think about having Moon Chan dance on my head? It's kind of thinking about making that a redeem, and yeah, maybe it's a good time. Okay, so if that's the case, let me come over here. But sorry, I'm very distracted with this. But so Axel, so it's just gone. Like, yeah, you were here Thursday. I swear you were. And I have not gone live between now and then. I've not done that. So I have no idea what's going on there. Is there a way to like go back to like the previous stream and maybe like, I don't know how it calculates it. I don't know if it's based on, what would that be based on? So, yeah, I don't know if it's like once I go live again, if that's like the cutoff, or what that would be. So I know that you can go back and like re-watch a stream, and it'll like sometimes give you your streak back. Nope, it's all good though. I'm sorry, Axel. That is really frustrating. I have no idea. I don't know what would have happened there. Because yeah, I feel like if I had accidentally clicked start streaming at some point in time when I was doing stuff, because I was doing stuff in OBS, but I feel like if I would have accidentally clicked start streaming, it would have sent it in the channel. So like, we would have known if I would have accidentally gone live. I also don't know if that is necessarily the case. I don't know, like if I accidentally go live for like a few seconds, if that would do it. I don't know. I'm sorry, Axel. Let's see here. Okay. So I need to go to, sorry, just 2 more seconds. 2 more seconds. Okay, camera. Then come over here to cams, camera, save. Okay, so then Eclipse Chan. We need to go to cams, camera, here, cams, camera, and one more, Sun Chan, cams, camera, turn on, cams, camera. Yeah, sorry, there was all sorts of crazy stuff that I had to go through and do to try and get this freaking thing working, to like track to my head. Really cool stuff though, really cool stuff. If you are using OBS and you want to do facial tracking, highly recommend. I had no idea this was even a thing. Apparently there is a thing called, what is it called? NVIDIA AR Move. It does facial tracking, kind of cool. So if I come over here to the Moon Chan head dance, I can actually, so you can do all sorts of crazy things. You can do like stuff. So you got you got move source, which is what's actually making it move, and then it's, the canvas is main, the scene is cams because I have like a group called cams, and then the source that I'm applying the cam to is I have my actual the PNG or the GIF here is I just have it called DMCC, so it's a dancing Moon Chan something. I can't remember what the second C was for. But anyway, then you can go based on like position, scale, rotation, all sorts of crazy stuff. And if you do landmark, you can base it off of like there's like 58 or something like that spatial parts for you to actually track. And so you can say like, hey, I want to track the position, and you can choose the landmark you want it to track to. It can be like, ooh, all over my face. So I think if I go with 28, I think that's like right here on my nose. So I will have to adjust it a little bit. So if I do a difference of 500, that's pretty close. 490, something like that. Look at that. Stuck to my head. Happy days. So, and I did have some rotation working as well, but it seemed to break things when I turned that on. So I turned it off. It's because, yeah, if I come over here, oh wait, no, that's right. I got the rotation working, and then my computer blue screen, so that was exciting stuff. Anyway, okay, we're gonna turn that off though, because that is not ready for production. So I'm just gonna turn that tracking off, and I'm gonna move Moonchan back over there, and we're gonna move the dancing Chan back up to here, so she's not behind the green grass. There we go, something like that. All right, everybody. Well, ooh, that was a very exciting time right there. I think everything should be fixed now. I think we should be good to go. Oh, welcome. Glad to see you here. I am so very glad you're all here. Thank you all for sticking around through all of that craziness. Let's see here. What do we got here? Cameron is on a 75 stream streak. Hey, look at that. We've got ourselves some Sunchan right here. Welcome. Hopefully Sunchan is the newest to the family of Chans. So hopefully Moonchan or Sunchan will look absolutely fantastic, exquisite. Hopefully even. So over on YouTube, we got Daisy Bandit says, don't know if you remember me, was in here months ago. Hope everything is going well. I'm going to be completely honest. While I do not recognize, actually, no, it's probably just because of the Daisy part. I do not 100% recognize your name, but I do appreciate you jumping back in and being back here and chatting. So welcome. Glad to see you here. Hopefully we'll see you again more often. And then I'll start remembering your name. I promise. I do try and be good at remembering people's names that come through a lot. So I can promise you, come through a lot. I'll remember you. But anyway, either way, I hope that you had an absolutely fantastic weekend. I hope things are going well. Oh, look at that. There's Moonchan. I'm back, baby. Everything's working great now. Let's see. Cameron is on a 75 stream streak, which is absolutely wild. Cameron, thank you so much for streaking here in the stream 75 times in a row. Remember, everybody, gonna streak anywhere, make sure to streak here in this stream. Loki, good evening. Glad to see you here. Was anyone else even attempting it? I don't know. Maybe. I was not. Fairly. Hello, welcome. Glad to see you here. I feel like it has been a hot minute. Hopefully things are going well for you. Hopefully life is treating you well. Hope you had an absolutely fantastic weekend. Hello, Scoiled. Hello, welcome to you as well. Hopefully things are going well for you as well. Hopefully you're enjoying the countryside. I hope that the calmer life is doing well for you. So let's see. So you're playing Guardians of the Galaxy though. That sounds like a good time. And art. Definitely will be taking a look at art. Is it a flipbook game? It is not a flipbook game. I can't believe that I had this just sitting here. Moon. I accidentally was showing this on stream. That's my bad. Whoops. Well, we're just gonna switch off of that now. That's good times. At least there wasn't anything on there to give away the project that we were working on. If I had been scrolled up just a little bit more, you would have seen a link to the video. That would have been awkward. That would have been very awkward. I probably would have gotten a stern talking to from Toasty. Maybe even a little spanking. Maybe I should scroll up just to see. But it's not a flipbook game. Maybe I will attempt one. No, the actual one. Live-ish action. I don't think I've ever even heard of that game. I hope it's good though. I'm dying. That was very WTF. Did I not get all 3 redeems? You did. I'm pretty sure you did. I think you got all 3. How is Sunchan so detailed and beautiful? She's freaking adorable. And I love it. I absolutely love Sunchan. Sunchan is looking fantastic. Let's see. Then we got ourselves the chest benders, the bicep curls, and a stretch. So we're going to be taking care of those in just a little bit. I wanted her to be perfect. Spoiled. I would say you nailed it 100%. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, you really hit the nail on the head on that one. And I will be the one to say coin flip. That's true. We should start the coin flip. All right, let's get the prediction going here. Heads or tails coin flip. 5 minutes on the clock. Make sure to get your guesses in if you think it's going to be a heads or a tails. And then Axel, I am again very sorry about your streak. I have no idea what would have happened. Very frustrating. But Axel, I know that you've been here. I know that yeah, I know it's fun to be able to share the big number. But I know that you've also been here. So I'm not going to be like, Axel, where you been? What's going on here? but I do appreciate you still being here, even after all this time, with still an unfinished game. I do appreciate it, Axel. Thank you. Also, Axel, just letting you know, on that project that I accidentally was kind of showing the DMs of, your music's in my devlog. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be an absolute blast of a time. Let's see, next will be Star-chan, Jackie Chan. Oh yeah, mine's gone, but I missed a stream. That's fair. If you wish to see which, check general. Absolutely will. Absolutely. I was here every stream, at least 10 minutes. I have no idea. That is very bizarre. Very. Let's see, now I win. Moonwood, oh wait, oh no, what is this? What did I do? What did I do? Ah, yes, trying to show as I'm everything's behind me. Okay, here we go. Hold up. Give that a pause. Give that an unmute. Jen, hello. Fancy seeing you here. Crap. Oh no, no.
Oh, I made some adjustments to things, and apparently...
What was that transition in the voice?
I made some adjustments to things.
Oh no.
Oh...
Why'd it have to do me like that? Why isn't it just an instant to the helium voice? Why does it have to slide like that?
Oh...
I don't appreciate that.
Oh...
We're moving on from that. We're moving on. Thank you, Squad, for clipping that. Oh my gosh. Why does it have to do that? Well, that actually sucks, Axel. Dang. You were number one. That's true. It's amazing. I feel like maybe someone is maybe thwarted. It's got to be it. Someone from the inside is thwarting. There's enough real estate for her there, at least. True. You're talking about my head. You're talking about my big head. The moonshine tracking is so good. WTF, how? I know it's crazy. Yeah, the NVIDIA AR tracking. Super cool. Really easy plugin as well. You just download it from like the official NVIDIA site, and you just install it, and then you restart your computer, and there you go. You're good to go. It's absolutely wild. And they have all sorts of things. Like you can change, like you can have it like zoom in and out. You can have it rotate, which again, I was working on the rotation, so that as I tilted my head, she would also tilt. But then for some reason my computer blue screened, and then I was like, well, I'll come back to it later. And that never happened. The later never happened. Yeah, back to a streak of 1. Rough. Yeah, my streak is still working. Hashtag giveaway. Also, one person got the animal right, and they don't deserve it. Okay, now here's okay, I gotta figure out. Okay, so who guessed? Okay, so we got Scoiled. We got Axel. We got Animator. We've got Jesse. We've got Samaug Doom, and we've got the Derpy Wolf. My guess is between it's either Sumrandev or Axel. Those are my two guesses. So is it either a chicken or a penguin? Those are the two that I'm guessing is the ones that got it right. But that is true. We do have a hashtag giveaway. Let's actually do that right now. Let's do that right now while I'm thinking about it so I do not forget. Let me get this pulled up really quickly. I have this bookmarked somewhere. Where is it? I know I have this somewhere. Where did I put it? Is it a tab that I have open? Not. Okay, never mind. Let me pull this into a thing here. Hold up. I know I have it somewhere. Where are you? I should probably have this thing bookmarked. I swear I did, but I guess I don't. Okay, there we go. That should be good to go there. So let's pull this back over here. All right, everybody, we're going to be doing a giveaway right now. So if you are familiar, got a sneeze coming on. I can feel it. Maybe. Right there. There it is. Whew. Got to that mute button just in time. All right, everybody, if you're aware, we have this game key giveaway channel right here on the Discord server. So if you are a part of the Discord server and you're not participating in the giveaways, make sure that you are coming in here, in here, not here, in here, and participating in the giveaways, because we do a weekly giveaway on the Sunday stream, giving away a free Steam key from the list of amazing, fantastic games from the amazing and fantastic Loki Trickster, giving away these free Steam keys. So we're gonna spin the wheel. We're gonna see who wins this game key. And yeah, let's see what happens. So here we go. Cross your fingers if you're on this list. And if you're not on this list, again, you can very easily get on this list by just reacting to whatever post is posted each week. Just saying, hey, react to this post. And you just add any reaction you want, and you'll be added to the wheel. So on that note, let's give it a spin and let's see what happens. Everybody cross your fingers. Let's crank the jams. Let's crank the jams just to be a little bit more hype. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, oh, oh. The real Moon. Congratulations, real Moon, on getting a free Steam key. Very nice, absolutely fantastic stuff. Congratulations. Beautiful, beautiful. I am so very glad. I was gonna say well done, but I guess maybe the time that you added a reaction was the way that it put your name on the wheel, and that is what contributed to. Congratulations and well done. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Yeah, you will be getting a message from Loki on getting that free Steam key. So congratulations, very nicely done. And yeah, so to everybody else who was on this list, I am so very sorry, but there's always next time. So make sure you add a reaction to the next post the Loki will post. I believe is usually on like the Monday after this stream, so tomorrow is when there should be a new post, and you should be able to add a reaction, and you will get added onto that. So make sure you do that before the next Sunday stream. So at any point in time next week, add a reaction, and you'll be good to go. So that is that. Let's see. In fact, I am at a 6-7 streak. That is impressive. I'm glad that you finally got to that number. I wish you could share any number, because that would be a good one to share. That would be a fantastic share. Nope, it's all good though. I'm sorry, Axel. You have until the streamer streams to watch the VOD. Oh, gotcha. That's so dumb. 24 hours to watch the VOD. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Usually emails me when I miss a streak and can recover. Maybe check email. Ooh, it's possible. Dancing Moon Chan. Oh, that's got to be the one. That's got to be the one. It's the Dancing Moon Chan. Makes number bigger. That's true. It's true. It does. Is it that Hat Girl dance? Oh, from A Hat in Time? Yeah, it actually is. Well, it's inspired as far as I know. I was thought about little animation for stretch type redeem a buffed Moon-chan. Ooh. That'd be kind of fun. I'd be down for that. I get it as an in-app notification. I'll have to break it in a few weeks. Oh! That'll be sad, Cameron. That'll be very sad. Summer camp? That's fair, though. Well, actually, depending on when you go to summer camp, because I will be not streaming for a week coming up in the next 2 weeks. So I am going on a vacation with my family, with my wife and daughter. So the second week of June, there will be no streams that week because I will not be in Utah. So it'll be from June 7th through the 13th. So that whole week, I will not be in Utah, so I will not be streaming. So just keep that in mind. And I'll make a post and all sorts of stuff so that keep people updated. But just for everybody's future reference, June 7th through the 13th is when I will not be home, and I will not be streaming. I don't plan on trying to do any kind of like IRL stream. Maybe if I was cooler, I would, but I'm not, so I won't. Anyway, so yeah, but maybe I'll make some kind of little vlog. I don't know, maybe. But anyway, so second week of June, I will not be streaming. So keep that in mind. So if I don't know, I guess if you've got things that week, just keep in mind you won't have to try and join. So yeah, good times there. LMFAO, no, you're good, Moon. Let's see, what do we got here, Cameron? At least you admit it. At least I admit what? At least you admitted it. Oh no, what did I admit? What did I admit? Let's pause this. I just gotta see. What did I admit? Here we go. I accidentally was showing this on stream. It's true. I did admit it. That's my bad. Whoops. Well, we're just gonna switch off of that now. Worst things have been shown on stream. All right, I'm just gonna say that. I'm just gonna say that now. Worst things have been shown on stream. So me showing a private channel talking about game dev on a game dev stream is way better than some things that people have accidentally shown on stream. I'm just gonna say that now. It's not a Twitch bannable offense, so I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that one. I have the IRS 1040 amount of mana. Let's go! I have the IRS 1040 amount of mana on this. Oh, Well then, if you've got that much, then I think we got to jump in and we got to do some. I was about to say it, and then I'm like, wait, I don't even have it pulled up. So much for that that transition over into it. But okay, all right. Rewind it. Check that. Rewind it. Now we're gonna say something along the lines of, it sounds like it may be time for crap. Where is it? Heads or tails? Oh yeah, here we go with heads or tails. All right, everybody, you know how it goes. We're gonna be doing some heads or tails. I also feel like I need to maybe turn this down to like negative 15 decibel. There we go. Hopefully that's not too bad. I guess we'll see. Maybe we'll go with like a negative 16. Yeah, that should be good. All right, everybody, here we go. We're gonna flip the coin and we're gonna see who's gonna win. So make sure if you actually, I was gonna say make sure to get your votes in. That time is gone and past. So if you have not gotten your votes in, you do not get to do any of this. But for now, we're gonna jump in here and we're just gonna do like a little bit of a pa, and we're gonna see what happens. No. All right, we got ourselves a heads. It's gonna happen now. Should I hop up and see if it goes up? We're gonna be like a whoop. All right, see what happens now. Oh, all right, we got a tails. Who's gonna win next? Who's got it? Who's got it next? Ooh. All right, back to heads. All right. Pretty even, 50-50. Oh, all right, this could be the one, everyone. Either heads is gonna win it this time, or tails is gonna take it back. Let's see what happens. Is heads gonna take it? Oh! Heads wins, everybody. Heads wins. Congratulations if you voted for heads. I told you it's fair. I told you heads win. It's because I'm wearing the red shirt. That's got to be it. I'm wearing the red shirt, so heads has got to win. Maybe it's just the good luck charm for the heads, but congratulations if you voted for heads. Not bad at all. Very nicely done on the coin flip, on watching the coin flip, on choosing the correct coin flip. Beautiful, masterfully done. So congratulations if you did vote for heads. I'm going to be jumping over there and getting the points allotted, but that has been heads or tails. Yeah, it has been. Just in case you were worried, it has been heads or tails. In case you were confused. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, congratulations if you did vote for heads. Very nicely done. It looks like, holy smokes. I did not realize how many points had been going in on that thing. That is a lot of points. 5.7k on heads, 12k on tails. I'm telling you, it is even. I know that everyone's like, nope. It's always got to be tails. Heads, though. Heads happens sometimes. It happens. That sounds weird. Heads happen sometimes. Landing heads on the coin happens sometimes, okay? It's just a fact of life. So congratulations, heads. Congratulations to the 5 of you who voted for heads. And I'm so sorry for the 3 of you that gave 12,000 points. Ooh. I am so sorry. Ooh, that's a rough one. But hey, it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen every now and then. 17,685 channel points are coming your way for heads. Congratulations. Very nicely done. Beautiful stuff. Again, I'm so sorry for tails. You're just always assuming there's gonna be tails, but it's even. 50-50 split right there. That's what I'm telling you. Sorry, Lamau. Hashtag team heads. Congratulations, squad. Congratulations if you were on team heads. One of those is correct. I was looking through the animal emojis for an hour. You know, you can just type, right? You can just like be like, oh no. You were looking through them trying to guess which one. It wasn't that you had penguin in mind. It's not like you were trying to search for the penguin. You were just going through trying to figure. That makes more sense. I was like, you know, you can just search for penguin, right? You didn't have to search, like, look for penguin. You can just type penguin. That would make a lot more sense. I'm sorry that I doubted you. No way. Makes sense. A lot of animals are not very likable, but penguins are hype. I do like penguins. Actually, fun fact, we're going to be going and doing a penguin encounter in July, and I'm very excited. It's not like we're like going to Antarctica or something like that. We're going to our local aquarium, and we get to feed the penguins. But I'm very excited because we're going to get to feed the penguins. Maybe I'll also do a vlog there as well. Maybe. We'll see. Over on YouTube, we've got the Jerry coming in here. Jerry's in the house. Jerry. What's up, Mooney? What's up, Moonanites? Welcome, Jerry. Welcome. Glad to see you here. Hopefully you had an absolutely fantastic weekend. I'm glad to see you here, Jerry. Welcome. Yeah, how was your weekend, though? I hope everything went well for you. I think I'm going to sneeze again. Sneeze workup? No, not the sneeze workup. We're going to have another sneeze workup. I like how I'm getting back to the sneeze workup right as I'm about to have another sneeze. I think we're fine. I think everything's... I think everything's gonna be all right. I hope so. All right. Let's see. I've got some stuff from squad. I was gonna say it was Surd, burn the wheel and start over. That would be hilarious if it was, Surd. Congratulations for a real Moon. It's true. True. Congratulations. Loki, it was Surd's penguin. Sadly. Sadly? I'm sorry I can't stop winning, Loki. Surd, you're just too lucky. You're too lucky, too knowledgeable, too everything. Too glorious. Got it. Buffed Moonchan. Exactly. 11:15. Wait, what's 11:15? Sweet! I sat there for a while thinking up what kind of animal had your vibes. I know you better than anyone. It's true. Some Randev knows everything about you, Loki. I don't know if you know this, but it's true. Honestly, if there was a honey badger, I probably would have put honey badger. So yeah. Oh, awesome. That's nice. If I won, I was going to say double it for the next winner. Keep my prize and double it. Not a bad idea. Melojello says, good afternoon, Moon. I have started to work out and made a smoothie bowl with like 25 grams of protein and tastes like ice cream. That is impressive, Melojello. I feel like anytime I've tried to go overboard with protein, it has always been absolutely nasty. So if you've actually gotten it worked out to the point where it actually just tastes like ice cream, but has that much protein, that is impressive. That is very impressive. We got the dance and we got the heads. I started learning Alpine Linux on a VM. Ooh, Cameron, I like that. Heads, yes. Who dumped 10K into Tails? Finally, OMG. That is a lot of points. That is a ton of spoiled. All the points are mine. Oh, wait, hang on. Action Myth Games, hello.
Hello 27 says, I also didn't measure anything.
Well, that's gonna be rough to recreate. You didn't measure anything. That is gonna be very rough to recreate. Held message from some Randev. I love it when Moon gives me. I can see why that was blocked, but it also looks like someone has approved it. I appreciate that. You're a mod. Wait, maybe? It doesn't look like I can approve it anymore, so I'm assuming it was approved. Heads. Maybe if you had said heads originally, it would have been flagged. I only voted 600, so I won't get much. You're still gonna get some, though. You're still gonna get a decent amount. It was all my savings. That's fair, Squad. That's fair. I meant heads on what I promised. Give me those points. I win, yay. Heads does happen sometimes. It's true. Heads does happen sometimes. Yay, 3.2K. Also, Creator Corner. Yes, absolutely. We'll take a look at Creator Corner. I got 2,000. Yes, that's not too bad, Squad. That's not too bad. And General and or Art, actually both. See, I need to save these. Yes, spoiler, they won't. Not the spoiler. My soccer team lost, and it was their last match with their superstar manager. That is rough. I'm sorry, Cameron. I was literally about to say, I'm sure on the next one, and then as well, you literally just said it's their last one with their superstar manager. No bueno. I need to eat, so I won't think, so I don't think I can make it real quick. No worries, Scoiled. Yeah, go take your time, go eat, go enjoy, and if we see you again later, no problems, and if not, no worries at all. Also didn't measure anything. Yep, yeah, good luck on recreating that. If you do, though, and honestly, as you're trying to recreate it, make sure you write everything down. Even if it's just like chicken scratchings, just so you remember a little bit. Okay, everybody, let's see. Oh, wait, Jerry says, busy. I'm working as we speak. Felt like having some company while I grind away. Well, I'm glad that we could be in here to keep you company. Hopefully, we do not make things too aggravating or annoying for you. Don't be upset if I'm not super active in chat. No, you're good. I do appreciate you watching and having us on while you work, so thank you for that. What people don't know is that in real life, Moonwood is actually very monotone and unapproachable. You know what is actually funny? I actually do have a very bad case of RBF. Like, the amount of people that I've had come up to me at work and ask if I was upset about something or like what happened. Like, I even just at this job that I've only been at for like a year and a half, it's happened at least 5 times where someone has come up and they've been like what happened? Are you okay? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, you just looked so angry at your computer. I'm like, I'm sorry. When I'm focused on something, like this is literally my expression if I'm like focused on something. I look angry apparently. So yeah, that's me. That's me. I guess I could say I do kind of put on a little bit of enthusiasm while on stream. It's to keep people engaged. And it's also because I went to the doctor recently and the doctor told me that I'm doing great. Hashtag not sponsored. I just love Dr. Pepper. Anyway, that was a weird thing. Yeah. Okay, well, we've got ourselves the trifecta we got to do. We're going to take a look at some stuff in Discord, and then I've got some really good news for everybody, but that is coming up here right after the trifecta and the Discord. So let's trade the jams and let's get into it. Here we go. Here we go. All right, everybody. You know how it goes. 10 on the clock. Count them with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. And now we got the chest benders, everybody. Here we go. Count them with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. That's why the resistance on that thing got turned up. Oh my gosh, I don't know how. I haven't messed with it, but holy smokes, that hurt. All right, everybody, let's all go to the left. And then to the right. Oh. And backwards. Oh, my head is gone again. My head. There we go, it's back. It's back, everybody. My head is back. I feel like that could also be taken out of context. Ooh. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Heads. That's true. The heads is back. Hashtag not sponsored, but should totally be a sponsor. That's true. That's true. Yeah. Who makes Dr. Pepper? Is it just Dr. Pepper? Are they their own company? Dr. Pepper / 7-Up Inc. Well, Dr. Pepper and 7-Up Inc. If you want to sponsor this stream, you could take advantage of all of these absolutely fantastic viewers. These absolutely fantastic, loyal viewers who I promise at least 2 of them will purchase Dr. Pepper. So, there's an open invitation. I borrowed it for a bit. Well, as long as you have it back in equal or greater condition than you found it, I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. All right, let's take a look over here. I literally did buy Dr. Pepper. See, there we go. There we go. See, hashtag sponsor me. Hashtag sponsor me. I got 2 boxes of flavors. Oh, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. All right. That's a good time. All right, everybody. Let's see over here. So, I believe we're probably going to go home over here to Creator Corner. I think this is probably where we're going to want to be. Maybe I added battling between viewers. What? Battling between viewers? Join. Battle Godomon. Challenge Godomon to a battle. Type battle. Oh, and you can actually accept. Battle begins. Lands a normal attack. Counter was blocked. Normal attack missed. Lands a normal attack. Oh my goodness, what? Okay, that's actually really cool. I really like that. I need to get something like that in my own chat. That is amazing. I love that. Holy smokes. That is so cool. So wait. Is this specific to the pet manager? I don't know. I couldn't think of the word manager. Is it? Whoa! It looks like my hand is going behind the thing. Anyway, is this related to the pet manager or is this something completely different? It's for the V pet manager. Okay. All right. I wasn't quite sure if this was like just something completely different or if it was related to the pet manager. That is super cool, Loki. I really like that. That is amazing. I need to get something like that working. Which exercise is worse for you? Wait, which exercise is worst for me? Like out of the 2 that I do? Because I don't do a whole lot here on stream. I don't think really either of them are the worst for me. I kind of like both of them, honestly. I don't know if I can really say one way or the other. That's my bad. New Game Boy? Well, if it's for the V Pet Manager, I don't. Maybe. Well, then you did only 5 of both. Hold up now. I did all 10. I counted. You all counted with me. I know you did. I know you were counting in your head. It happened. Oh, okay. So that was the one you forwarded. I was like, wait, you did even more? Okay, not the laughing. Heart. There we go. Okay, let's see. So it looks like is this like a redesign of the outfit? It is. Oh, I like it. That's a good redesign. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Very nice. Okay, so wait. I feel like we're gonna play spot the difference. So we got this one. And then we got this one. Wait, are they the same? Looking for the differences, but I'm not seeing them. I think I'm looking for something that's not there. It's the same? Okay. They're the same picture, everybody. They're the same picture. Corporate wants us to find the differences in these two pictures. They're the same picture. That's my bad. But I do see the differences with this picture, though. And she looks absolutely fantastic. I love it. Looks beautiful. So, very nicely done. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Wait. I already reacted to that one. That's my bad. Ah, good times. Good times. All right. I think that was everything, right? I hope. I think. If there is more specific for the stream, let me know. They're the same picture. Exactly. They're the same picture. Oh, general. Yeah. That's right. General. Okay, let's see. Crap. Okay, so I need to look at and respond to these. So I did see these in the art channel. This is the screenshot. Oh. That looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea that they made like an actual game. That is pretty cool though. I like it. What? What? Skittles gummies. What? I see that it says new. How new are we talking? I have not seen... Okay, the real question though, Loki. Are they good? Wait, what? No, just gummies fuego? I don't even know what that means. What's fuego? Sweet meets spicy. Ooh, what? Sweet and spicy. Okay, never mind. I don't even want to try them anymore. Sweet and spicy? Not at all. I was maybe on board, and then I saw the spicy. I had those. They're very spicy. That's not good. No just gummies fuego. Why spicy Skittles? I've seen those, but why? That makes absolutely no sense to me. Sour, I can understand. Spicy? Really? They are good. Questions his sanity. Had to turn my brain off to block out the pain and scarf them down. Yeah, that just sounds painful. The bag is half gone, and we have got them to... I mean, to be fair, if I had a bag of Skittles sitting next to me, they would probably also be half gone, and that would just be myself. But not sweet and spicy. Not a fan. Sweet and spicy is for chicken only. That's it. Anything more than that? Not gonna happen. Jerry says, hey, Moon, you're in IT. What do you do? So I'm an IT manager, so I'm a team of one, though. So my title is IT manager, but I'm essentially, I am the service desk, I am the sysadmin, I am the network admin, I am anything and everything. So yeah, so I'm over every system, all security, the network, and also handling tier 1 tickets. It's great. It's fantastic. I'm hoping that we can get someone soon, some kind of like intern or like an actual tier 1 help desk person to be able to take the actual tier 1 stuff off my plate, because I've been doing tier 1 for like 10 years now, and I'm so ready to just put that behind me entirely, because it's like I started doing tier 1 back in 2016, and I did that for 3 years, and then I got promoted to sysadmin, but they were like, well, we're not going to backfill your position, so you're still going to do tier 1, and you're also going to do sysadmin stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. So I did that for another 3 years, and then I got my next job as a service desk manager, so I was over the tier 1 and tier 2 service desk team, but, you know, when you're over a team like that, you're still going to handle tier 1 tickets every now and then, so I would still, you know, jump in and handle stuff in the queue every now and then. And now I'm over at a smaller company now, and so they have a much smaller team, and so now I am not over anyone, and so I'm essentially the one-man band, which is, I do enjoy it, don't get me wrong, love it, but I'm kind of like, it would be nice to have one other person that I could be like, hey, you go take care of this, I'm gonna do this other thing. So maybe one day Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, everybody. Hashtag justice for Moonman. Get this man a service desk person. Yeah. But fuego means hot. I am not gonna lie, I had no idea that that's what that meant. The more you know. You learn something new every day. Look at him. Look at him. Good old Mon. And Loki. Fantastic. I've added a second window just to handle the viewer pets. I love that. That is amazing. That is so cool. I thought that was Roku City for him. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of thought it was too. That looks very similar. You know this? Oh, I do know this. I do know this. But now, because you've posted it, we're gonna have to take a look at your desk, because that's what we got to do when anybody posts any pictures. So let's see. We got ourselves. It looks like a Switch light. We got some filtered water, cables, some pens, glasses. We've got your Mac right here. What is that? Is that oh, it's an Asus phone. Oh, all right, all right. Trying to figure out what this guy is here. Is that a computer? Can't quite tell. All right, you're cleared. Old Asus, I can't unlock. Oh, gotcha. That's fair. That's fair. Questions, Loki, and Surd Sanity. I do love Alpine, though. That's my Mac, yes. All right, cool. That's like what I do, but I probably do make as much, but I probably do make as much or don't. I was recommended by the company's previous web manager. Does that mean you do web dev or more like this router isn't working type of IT? Don't. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I mean, or maybe. In terms of web dev stuff, so I mean, I can do web dev stuff because I that's what I went to school for, but I don't actively do it. So we have an actual web dev team that handles all that. But I have jumped in on a couple of like their things here and there, kind of either give feedback or like brainstorm some things just because I understand it. But yeah, so luckily I do not do any web dev stuff. Luckily, I'm not good at it. I can do front end, and I'm fine with that. But back end, not as good when it comes to the back end web development stuff. That's cool. They do roughly the same stuff. I enjoy it. I think it's a lot. I think it's a really fun line of work, if I'm being completely honest. Moon doesn't like the back. That's true. I'm not much of a back end kind of guy. I'm more of a front end. You know, if you get what I mean. I'm more of a fan of that. You know, visual. Anyway, we're gonna move on now. Pseudo sucks. Freaking pseudo. Yes, I get what you mean. Thank you, some Rendev. I appreciate that. JavaScript. Exactly. Freaking JavaScript. It's the worst. Dude, I love backend and dislike front end. We should team up. Maybe get some Rendev. There we go. All right, there we go. We've got the perfect team. We've got myself. We got Jared. We got some Rendev. Together, we are going to create the ultimate team, where I sit and do nothing and watch the two experts do as they do. Thank the DOAS team for thank the BSD team for DOS. I will. I absolutely will. Altogether, all the ends are... Exactly. We'll cover all the ends. That will be our company's slogan. Together, we couple... I can't even speak. Together, we cover all your ends. And you can take that to the bank. All right, everybody. Let's jump in here to game some... Again, I cannot speak. Let's jump in here to some game dev stuff. So, if you remember from the last stream on Thursday, we were having some rough... We were hitting some choppy waters, all right? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It was some very rough seas. It was not going great. I was feeling a little disheartened. Jerry, I know that you were doing everything in your power to try and help in trying to figure out something, and I do appreciate it. For some reason, my brain was just not braining that evening, and I just could not get stuff figured out because we were trying to get the wards working to minimize damage that was coming in when the monster would attack with specific elements of cards. The Pyro, the Geo, the Hydro, and the Necro. And I could not for the life of me. I think we were getting close, and then right towards the end of the stream, we ran into some crazy brick wall, and I was just like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna freaking die. I hate my life. I hate everything, and I'm going to sleep was basically, I'm pretty sure that's how I signed off. But over the weekend, I did go in, and I did take a look at some stuff, and I got, finally, stuff working. So if we come over here and we come over to page 5, which is where the monster damage is taking place, you can see here, this is the start of it. So we got this guy, and this guy. So let me just really quickly break it down. So this first condition here is checking to see if the monster is using a Pyro card, a Geo card, a Hydro card, or a Necro card. And then within those, we are then checking to see what monster is actually spawned. I did just realize there is one thing missing. There is one thing missing, and I'm gonna have to go in and fix that. But that we'll get to that. So basically, we have then 4 if statements. So basically, just saying, hey, if the monster is a pyro card, if the monster is a pyro monster. So if the monster is a pyro monster and they are playing with a pyro card, that is essentially saying, hey, damage the player, increase the damage by 25%, and then also take into consideration if the player is minimizing their damage at all. So you can minimize up to 20% with the wards to be able to like minimize the amount of damage that's coming into your character. And so yeah, so if you have increased it to up to 20%, it could take all of that off. So that's what I finally got working. I was hitting my head against a wall trying to figure out how I was actually going to do it. And then when I came back, I thought I was going to have to basically start from the ground up and change it so that I would be checking for the monster element first and then checking the cards. Then I realized I needed to keep it the card first, because if I don't have the card first, if you remember with the warding part of the skill tree, there is a spot where we're going to be able to negate all damage potentially. So you have the normal wards right here. So you have the pyro ward, which will potentially block incoming damage by a percentage chance if it is pyro. Same thing with geo, hydro, and then the necro, it will just, negate a little bit of that damage. But there's also this guy right here, which is the pyro negation itself. So increase your chances to negate all incoming pyro damage. So you can go up to a 20% chance that if the monster is using a pyro or a geo or a hydro card or necro, well, you can completely block 100% damage of that specific card if it's the 20% chance. So I realized that unless I wanted to add these conditions way more times, I needed to have the first condition being the card itself, not necessarily the monster. So if we're checking for the card itself first, then essentially what I can do is I can just come in here, and this is what we're going to be doing tonight, at least for the beginning of the stream. This should be pretty quick to get the rest of the warding tree finished, but for the first bit, what we're going to be doing is adding a condition here that basically just says, hey, if you have this negation, then just roll a dice, 1 through 100. If it is that 20% chance or whatever it's currently at, if it lands in that range, then just negate all damage and just skip past this and just skip past the whole damage thing going on here. So yeah, so hopefully it should be good. I hope. Fingers crossed. We'll see. We'll see. We could float. He could float. Oh, that's true. That's true. Some red dev could float. That's true. Next game jam team is building up solid. You won't have to worry about coding, and I won't have to worry about graphics. My bro went to school for music and does freelance work if we need someone for auto. That would be cool. I'm down. I am down. Let's see. All together, all the ends are covered, and start some starts. Moonwood coders, the ends are starts. Say goodbye to Roku City for now. That's fair. That's fair. Say goodbye to the Roku City. If you're having to place the second level wards above the other conditions before, then shouldn't you consider starting from the top of the tier? Topmost tier is probably the outermost condition. Yes. I mean, that should be how it is. So basically, because as of right now, so it's basically checking for the card itself. So it just runs through this whole thing. It basically just says, so once it gets to this point in here, it's basically just saying, are you a pyro card? Are you a geo? Are you hydro? Or are you a necro card? So basically it's just saying, are you one of these cards that it's currently attacking? If you are, then it checks for the monster. So essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be saying, first of all, are you that card? If you are, then we want to see, are you actually going to do damage? Roll the dice, 1 out of 100 or 20 out of 100, whatever your blocking percentage is. So roll that dice. If you block, then just skip past all of this down to here, or I guess to here, because you're not going to be doing thorns damage. So jump all the way down to here, and then call it good. So I think this should be as high level as possible. I think. Pretty sure. I think it should be. I'm going to turn on my fan because it's starting to get real hot down here, so 2 seconds. Okay. I like how instead of just standing up, I just roll my chair back. Might as well. Okay. So, yeah. That's what we were working on the last time. Finally got it all figured out. We should be good to go there. So, as you can see, we do have some check marks on the skill tree for the Pyro Ward, Giro Ward, Hydro Ward, and the Necro Ward. Because I did go in and I have tested them all. The one thing that I realized, though, that I did not test, that is doing damage if you have no element at all. So we do need to go in, and I do need to add that. So, just come over here. We should just be able to copy and paste that. So we're just going to say, else if. I guess we could just say, we need an else if. I guess we don't technically. We'll just add this as an else handler. So just else without any condition. Whoop. We'll just say, set game variables 50, so the player's health. So set the player's health to player's health minus the monster damage minus monster damage. So we don't actually need this part. So actually, so this is just going to be, yeah, this is just physical damage. We're just going to say, set the player's health to equal player health minus monster damage. I shouldn't need anything more than that. Pretty sure. I hope. There's no element to it. We don't need to consider any elemental blocks. It's just physical damage. Yeah. I'm referring to your code structure. I was saying to ask yourself if the highest ability in the tier should be checked first, then work down the tiers for more conditions. Can you explain the tier? Yes. Let me just make sure I've got the parentheses correct here. I have top ward condition check. Let's see. So yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 0. Okay, so we should be good there. Those. Oops. Okay, we should just be able to put that else everywhere else. So yeah, so essentially, so the way that I have it structured. Actually, I guess we could do this. Let me pull this up. We're just gonna do new. We're gonna say 150, 100. Okay, so essentially, here is what we're working with here. So here's the tiers that I have kind of going for this whole damage process. Basically, we just say, so the monster attacks. It comes down from there. The first thing it wants to check is it wants to check the hard element. And that could be one of 4. So it could either be Pyro, that could be Geo, that could be Hydro, and that could be Necro. I just want to make sure that it's checking those. And then depending on what card it is, next we want to see if you have the I keep calling it a ward, but technically the ward is for the damage and the negation is for the actual, like, completely cutting out. So essentially, there will be a cutoff when it gets to this spot here. It comes down a little bit more on all of these branches. I can draw some arrows. And there will essentially be a cutoff where it just says, if you have the ward, and if it then reaches that threshold, it's essentially saying, you know, if you have fully upgraded this cutoff right here, you know, then you're going to have a 20% chance to be able to completely negate that damage. So if that's the case, it will then completely just break off and leave this loop here. But if not, it will then go back through here and it will do the actual damage. So, and that's how all of these work. So yeah, so again, 20%. If not, it goes just past it. If not, does damage. Breaks, damage, so on and so forth. That's kind of how that flow is working. If there's a better way that I should do it, where we're going attack, so something that's not attack, hard element, check to see if it's going to fully block, and then, if not, do damage. I mean, in my head, I feel like that's probably the cleanest way to do it. But I could be wrong. I could be very wrong. So, if there is a cleaner way, let me know what you're thinking. Okay, so, yeah, so basically, this is to just do physical damage. All of these are strictly saying, are you an element is the monster an element? Then yeah, then this will just be the catch-all, this else statement saying, hey, if not any of these things, then just do physical damage. May I have the link to your Discord, please? Absolutely, absolutely. Let me pull this up. Wait, actually, let me now I've got a thing over here. Channel. Mute myself. Should be copy link. There we go. There you go. Let's see. Nope, not channel. We want creator dashboard. Here, manage stream. There we go. Back to it. Oh, hey. Wait a minute, some random. I see what you're doing there. Trying to get him to join your channel. That's true. If you're not a part of some Randev's channel yet, make sure to go join the channel. Good times. Good times right there. Bet you've got a custom URL too. I need to do that. Baker. Okay, so yeah, so back over here. Yeah, so that should be good on physical damage. So if we actually, that's where I want to actually take into consideration. We're just gonna see what's happening. /J, but no, Discord. Oh, that's true. I completely forgot that if you do the ! Discord, it does actually pop up. That is my bad. That is my bad. Okay, come over here and we want to get rid of the element that is actually spawning. Okay, so that's actually commented out already. Cool. Let me come in here and we're just gonna check and see. Right. Sorry. I had to think about something for just 2 seconds. So we just have a physical tusk rat here. So he should do 1 damage if my hand busts. Yo, perfect. And then even if I come in here and I increase my resistances all the way up, and then if I come in here and I set my HP to be 50 and his attack to be 10, he should still just do 20 damage. There we go. So even regardless of any of the damage negations that I have, we're still good. I love your code so much I zoomed in. It's great, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic stuff. Okay. All right. Let's see here. That should be good to go. That is good to go there. Now here's the question. Did wave? Welcome to the server. I'm glad to see you here. All right, so now as far as the actual negation is going, so we do have a thing that is already blocking physical damage. We got Serpentine. Increases your chance to dodge incoming enemy attacks. We should be able to essentially take this, skip player damage. Come down here. What do we got? Skip player damage. I think. No, we're gonna need these to be completely different from. Never mind. I was trying to think of a way that I could just have it go back and reference this code. That would not be the case. Not be the case at all. Sorry, I keep getting notifications. So Jerry, when you do message or post, let me know so I can know to jump in there and take a look. All right. So we need to put this here. This is going to be the player. Okay, so that's 7. Going to be the player ward skill. We've got 1. So here's the thing. I did the ward skills very weird. You would think if it's, the first 3 are Pyro, Geo, and Hydro damage minimization, you would think it would be 1, 2, and 3. But no, apparently this is the Pyro damage minimization, and 2 is the Pyro damage negation. And then it goes Geo, Geo, Hydro, Hydro, I don't know why I did it that way, but I did. So this is going to be number 2. Yes, there we go. If you're greater than 1, we're just going to say this is the ward skill 2. It's going to be the pyro negation. Increase your chances to dodge incoming pyro attacks. I don't know if that's the exact description, but I think it gets across what we're actually wanting. So then at that point, we want to do a random number between 1 and 100. And then we just say if random number is greater or is less than to be 716. 716 times 2 because it's working in, I think, 2% percentage points, right? Crap. I need to double check on that. This is going to be a bit of a pain if I ever have to come back and change any of these things, but oh well. Okay, yeah. So these increase by 2%. Cool. Cool. Good to know. So let's come over here and let's go to number 5. Back down here. Yeah, so it's variable 716 times 2. And if that's the case, then we want to jump to skip player damage. But we also need to come in here and say skip player damage is actually going to be here. The monster cards drawn needs to go down by 1, even if you don't take any damage. I don't know why I would have put that below that, but I did. Okay. Awesome. That'll actually be pretty nice to have. Because if you're going to be getting a elemental attack, if you have Serpentine at 20%, and if you have the negation of all of the elements, you basically get 2 chances to dodge the attacks. You could essentially have 2 chances to dodge every attack 20% of the time. That would be kind of cool. Kind of useful. Maybe. All right. I think that actually... I'm pretty sure that should be right. Let's do... Yeah, I think we can just copy that and paste it. So throw that right here. Just say this is going to be the skill ward 4. This is going to be for Geo negation. This is going to be skill 4. Increase your chance to dodge incoming Geo attacks. Be 7, variable 718 times 2. Not their damage. Next one is right here. This is skill ward 6, 720. Be the Hydro 6. Hydro attacks. A random number. 720. Go. Okay. Good player damage. And then last but not least, over here, this is going to be the Necro ward. We're going to do the ward number 8. Going to be the player skill 8, Necro negation. Necro attacks. 722. Okay. There we go. And the next thing up is we want to do this right here. We don't want to flash the player if they're not taking damage. So let's do, if you get hit, throw this right here. And also, since we're going to be breaking it into elements, we can do something else. We can actually come in here and we can say if this is going to be a Geo attack, we can actually say, hey, tint the picture green. And say if it's a Hydro attack, tint it blue. Say if it's a Necro attack, make it purplish. How do you get purple? It's red and blue. That looks like it'd be pretty purple. Yeah, well. I'm probably gonna take just the green out of it. I get rid of all the other colors as well, like this one. Yeah, probably. Instead of just being at 0, we're just going to set those to negative 255. Negative 255. Probably also go slightly darker on the colors as well, so they're not quite as crazy. Darker of a blue. And then same thing here, a little bit darker of a red. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Okay. Cool. Now again, this is based on card, not necessarily the monster. Yeah. Don't have to worry about physical monsters because they're still attacking with the magical cards. Magical elemental cards, if you will, if it were. Set the player's HP to be 200. I really don't care about the max HP, so that should be fine. Monster attack will adjust once we get in here. Oh, hey, look at that! It's a new monster I added. It's a bat. It's a tower bat. He looks a little fat, but you know what? He's trying his best. He is trying his best, everyone. Stop judging him. Stop judging him. All right. Should I have this be at 10? Maybe we'll do it maybe we'll do like 5. I just want to see. So if I come in here, I just want to see if I increase these to 20%. I just want to make sure they're actually working. So increase all of those, and then we increase all of this. Go. So I should have a 20% chance to dodge attacks regardless of what they are. So if we do a little bit of a... So we just want to keep having the hand bust. So let's see what happens. We just want to make sure that it doesn't... Chubby equals cute. He is kind of cute, isn't he? Little cute guy. The hand do what? Exactly. The hand is going to bust, everybody. Let's watch this hand bust. Okay, both of those hit. Fine. Think. I mean, it took me down only 10 health, but I'm pretty sure I saw that flash twice. Yeah, flash twice. All right, hold up. I'm just gonna go frame by frame. Okay. So it flashes once and does 5 damage. I set his damage to be 5. I'm so freaking stupid. I'm over here like, what's happening? Why did it only do 10 damage total? What the freak is going on here? Well, as you can see here, Moon Man, you set the damage to be 5. That's why it did 10 damage total. Oh boy. Okay. Let's see what happens here. I got 2 flashes. That's fine. That's fine. Everything's all right. So remember, I just have a 20% chance. Flash. Okay. Fine. All right. 21. Flash. Okay. Come on. Ooh. Okay, so 20% chance is very minimal. Very minimal indeed. Oh, that one worked though. So far, I'm pretty sure that has been Hydro each time, right? It was... Nope, that one was Necro. Okay, we've had Necro confirmed working. We've had... Let's see, what was the next one? It was Necro. This one's Hydro. Okay, all right. Hydro worked just as well. Good. Get in here and let's just see what else we can get working. Just want to make sure we're tested and good to go. Okay, both of those happened. That's fine. See what happens. Okay, that's fine. Hydro and Necro, that's all right. I got a 21, that's cool. Oh, all right, Pyro's confirmed. So Geo is the only one that we have not seen working. I'm assuming, though, if all 3 have been working and we've essentially just copied and pasted the code across the board, I'm pretty sure we should be fine. But I still am like, I just want to test just to be safe. Okay, there we go. There's another chance. Here's another chance. Dang it. On, buddy. Come on, buddy. Oh, that one blocked both of them. I also am going to have to think of some better animations to show the block. Something better than just flashing this freaking picture right here. But we will figure it out. We will figure it out later. Okay, come on. Just figure it out with the geo. I just want to see it confirmed 100% working. I know you can do it. I know you can.
Greetings, Moonwood.
Ink! Hello, welcome. Glad to see you here. How was your weekend? How are you doing? How is life treating you? Hopefully things are going well for you. We are just in here testing out wards to be able to block damage. So we have increased our warding tree to the maximum level for these to successfully block incoming attacks of specific elements. 20% chance to be able to block the attack. We're just testing. As of right now, we have Pyro, Hydro, and Necro working, but I haven't actually seen Geo work. Again, it is just a 20% chance, so it's not like it's anything that crazy, but I still just want to see it just once. I was really hoping, because I was like, okay, there's 2 cards. That means we have like a much higher chance to be able to see it actually work, and then it was not the case. That's fine. All right, let's come in here. Let's take another hit. Come on. Just block one of these Geo attacks. Ugh, I thought for sure that was gonna be one. Okay, come on. No Geo card. Oh, you can do it. I know you can. Yeah, definitely gonna have to adjust the animations to make it be a little bit more. Oh, we got both hit. Okay. I'm not quite sure what we're gonna want to do with the cards. Like, make the animations different and feel a little bit more impactful. So here's the thing. I want the attacks to feel a bit more impactful. Like, I don't just want it to, like, the card fades and, ooh, it does damage or it doesn't do damage. Like, I want there to be a little bit more of a response, you know? Okay, freaking come on. I know you can do it. I know you can block it. Just block just once. Just once and I'll be satisfied. I'll say, do you know what? It's working. Everything's fine. Everything's good to go. But until I see that Geo actually block, I just don't know if I'm going to feel confident in knowing. I feel like it's so close. And we just cannot quite taste it. It's blocked everything else just fine multiple times. There we go! It's confirmed. It's confirmed. The Geo ward actually does block the damage. Holy smokes! Okay, all right, there we go. Good to know. Work. Gonna hang out here for a bit while I eat before stream. Ink, I do appreciate you jumping in here to hang out while you eat right before you stream. Thank you for that. Well, depending on how long you're streaming tonight, we may have to come do a raid for you later. Yeah. What's on the docket for? Well, first of all, what's on the docket for dinner, and then also what's on the docket for the stream tonight? See, Dan Turner over on YouTube says, I made a skinnier bat for a NES game a while back. It was for technical reasons, though. I managed to get it drawn using only 9 individual 8x8 tiles, which are flipped. Holy smokes. That is impressive. That is very impressive. I would imagine that your bat probably looks way better than my bat. Mine, I realized while I was drawing it, I was like, I do not really know how to make bat bodies and make them look good. So I made this 3-color bat. Oh, you posted. All right, let's go take a look. Oh my goodness. That looks so freaking good. Holy smokes. I'm gonna have to redo how I did my bat. Yours looks so much better than mine. Like here, let me just, for comparison, how much better yours looks than mine. Let's come over here to Documents, GitHub, Vercilias, Images, Pictures, Monster. Okay, so yeah, so this is your bat. And that's mine. Yours? Fantastic. Mine. A little chubby guy. Little chubby guy right here. Oh, yours looks so much better than mine. Dang it. I absolutely love the like super like the blown out highlights just look so much better. Mine looks so flat. Maybe I just need to change like the highlights and stuff like that. Mine looks so flat compared to yours. Oh, that's what I'm missing. You've got like actual like claws, claw like feet on yours. Mine are just like these 2 little nubs. I like yours way more. Yeah, I'm gonna have to switch things up a little bit on mine. Not gonna lie, I'm gonna have to. But it looks absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that. That is so cool.
Going to the
Also,
inkwell says, for dinner, knock off Philly cheese steaks from my work lol. For stream, Earthbound then Resident Evil 4.
Nice, nice. I like it. I like it. Kind of jealous. Cheesesteak sounds really good right now. An Earthbound and Resident Evil. Oh my gosh. A moth just flew in and it scared the crap out of me. I think it likes the lights. I have no idea where that moth came from. There's a light out there. Go to that light, buddy. I don't want you in here. Anyway, yeah, fantastic stuff. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love it. So wait, so was this for just like fun? Just getting it back for NES game a while back. It was for technical reasons. Okay, for technical reasons. Gotcha. Still, absolutely fantastic stuff. I think you nailed it. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay. I think we should be good there. I mean, we've tested it. We blocked the damage. 20% is kind of low. So I'm debating. I'm kind of thinking what we're going to do is I will eventually have different like perk cards that you can get that will increase your skill levels. So essentially it'll be perks saying things like, oh, the pyro ward is 40% more powerful this run, but maybe this other skill is going to be 20% less powerful or something like that. That way, like, you can upgrade your skills, but then eventually you could get better perk cards to be able to increase how your skills are functioning. And that way you could get crazy stuff going on. So it's kind of where I'm hoping is I'll be able to do something like that along the lines, because I do feel like 20% is pretty low. I also don't want to get to the point where it's just like, oh, well, you just research this thing 20 times and then there you go. You can now block 90% of incoming pyro damage. It's like, okay, well, where's the fun in that? Like, yeah. So anyway, so I think we're probably good on the 20% mark. And if we need to increase it, we can. Like, it's literally, it's very easy to be able to increase. Because in here, we've got the actual skill tree here. Very simple to do. If we were ever like, you know what, we actually do want you to be able to upgrade your pyro ward more than you currently can. Literally all I have to do is I just come in here and I just say, all right, we're just going to say, if you're less than 20, you can now upgrade that 20 times, which would then put you up to 40%. So, no, I'm kind of like, it's super easy to adjust that. The percentages, not as much. It would take a little bit more to go in and change the percentages, but yeah, if we ever wanted to, we absolutely could. Mothfred, I should take a picture of him. He's just chilling on the wall right there. I'll take a picture and I will send it in the Discord. You can all see Mothfriend here. There we go. There's Mothfriend. Send that. Hold up. Hold, please. Board. General. Nope, not that general. I'll put it in pets. We're gonna put it in pets. Add this guy. Moth stream friend. There we go. There's my moth friend on the stream. What do we got? Who posted? I saw someone typing in pets. Cute. I like how you were ready with that. You were ready with that so fast. I don't know how I missed that. Ink, congratulations on being on a 15 stream streak. That is absolutely fantastic. Congratulations. Very nicely done. Remember, everybody, if you're going to streak anywhere, make sure to streak here in the stream. Thank you for being here. I did a moth sprite for that game project. It was meant to be. It was meant to be. Maybe you summoned the moth to my basement. It's for a small game I was developing for a while, but it's been on hold while I was dealing with some very unfun health problems. There. What the?
Two things. 1. Comparison is the theft of joy. 2. This is a continuation of something from last stream. If an expert has misinformation, and they find out they were wrong, if they're any good at what they do, they will correct themselves and acknowledge it. At least that's what I think.
I mean, that is very true. That is very true. Because, like, here's the thing. There's one thing to... Don't get me wrong. Being confident is very important. Like, when you're saying something, especially if you're trying to say something as an authority on something else, saying it with confidence, very crucial. Because even if you know what you're talking about and you hesitate just a little bit, a lot of times that's enough for people to go like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. But there is something very, very important about if you do know what you're talking about, but you get something wrong or whatever it may be, going back and admitting that you were wrong, like, that is also very important. It's not only, like, obviously some people are going to be like, well, he was wrong that one time, just write off everything else he says. But it is a very clear sign of the kind of person you are, and it will help with your integrity in the future if you are someone who can then go in and be like, yep, I was wrong about this thing. Sorry, that's my bad. So yeah, so having the humility to admit you're wrong if you are knowledgeable on something is extremely important. Some randev. Look at you. I'm just kidding. You never said a single wrong thing in your life. Unlike how I just said that sentence, you have never said anything wrong in your life. JavaScript is good. I will not redact this statement. Good. Don't redact it. It's hard, but it's good. Please don't clip that. Moon is so amazing and hot and good at game dev. Please don't redact that one either. You can clip that one, though. Clip that one, though. It's going to be great. Jerry says, send an image to the general chat. Oh, all right. Let's go take a look at what you're talking about, Jerry. Let's go take a look. General. All right, what do we got here? Okay. We got the wards. We got the MV script. Okay. So, check if the player has the conditions for the highest ability in the tier. As you move up your list, you will likely find that you will have to keep wrapping your previous checks inside a new if check. Instead of working one ability at a time, analyze the list as a whole and determine what checks should be made first. Make a list of all abilities, then derive a list of checks for each ability. From there, you should be able to order the checks to know which check should go inside others. From there, it's just a matter of filing each past check's operation.
Go into the inkwell says, ignorance is not a crime. Willful ignorance on the other hand.
Exactly. 100%. You said yourself, I've never said anything wrong. See? There we go. True. Never in a million years. Okay, so we've got the wards. Tier 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. MV script. So for tier 1, so if tier 1 condition, tier 2, if tier 3. Explain your wards, I can help. What abilities are there? Well, so they're fairly generic. So it's essentially, it's essentially 2 different abilities split across 4 different elements. So you have the ability to, if I come over here and pull this up. Yeah, so essentially have the ability to block a percentage of damage that's coming in, and that is across Pyro, Geo, Hydro, and Necro hard. And then you have an ability that can completely block all incoming damage from that card across Pyro, Geo, Hydro, and Necro. So basically it's 2 skills split across all 4 elements. So I mean, I'm pretty sure that I have it relatively close to that. I will admit, I probably could go in and I could make this slightly more efficient. I will say that. But keep in mind, so the reason why I'm not too concerned by this is because all of this is inside of a loop. So loops in RPG Maker run ridiculously fast, like crazy ridiculously fast. And so even though I have each one of these sections, so this is a section, this is a section, this is a section. So even though essentially when it hits these if statements, the first thing it does is it checks. It's like, okay, are you a Geo card? Or so it checks, are you a Pyro card? If not, move on to the next one. Are you a Geo card? If you're not, move on to the next one, move on to the next one. I mean, I'm like trying to think of even like other ways to make it more without writing all of it out in JavaScript, which again, if I could, I know that I could make it a lot more efficient. But because of the way that RPG Maker MV is and their JavaScript box, their JavaScript input is extremely basic. I know I've kind of showed it before, but like, this is the box that we have. You cannot go past this amount of lines. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You've got 12 lines you can work with. Anything past that, it then just closes the box, and you cannot reference anything that happened in here. So everything that happens inside of this script box right here is like, I could create variables in here. I could do all sorts of crazy stuff. But then if I were to come in here and create a new script box, I could not reference a variable that I've created in this first script box. Like if I were to create a variable and I called it pyro hit chance or something like that, if I were to come in here and then continue the code, I could not then reference pyro hit chance in here. So there is that to keep in mind. The scripting is extremely basic and very, very not great when it comes to RPG, which is why you'll notice a lot of times.
Did you know Steven Spielberg was friends with the author of the novel the Jurassic Park films were based on? They even had him on set for the first one.
That is pretty cool, though. I didn't know that one, but I think I did know that he was friends with him, which is very, very cool. Very cool. I do like that. But anyway, yeah, so you'll notice a lot of times where I just have single run-on lines of code, which should not be structured like this at all. But I do it like this because RPG Maker is so limited in the amount of lines you can have in your code. I just do single lines of code, and I'm like, all right, this is everything in here. Throw it in there. So yeah, so that's the reason why I have a lot of that stuff like that. So, but I may be missing something. There very well may be a chance. Oh yeah, Dan, sorry, I apologize, but I hope that nowadays things are going a little bit better for you. I know that sometimes going through like health issues, family issues, anything like that, I know that can be a lot of a pretty big damper sometimes, especially on like creative projects and stuff. So I hope that things are looking better for you now. And yeah, got my fingers crossed for you. If you explain your ward, I can help. Not just the wards, but the luck ones and dex ones and stuff. If you can explain it, I can help with a map. Well, I mean, those ones as well. Those ones are going to be a little bit... I mean, all of those are just kind of wherever they have to be in all of these separate... Because everything is running in all of these separate events. It is quite messy, but it's kind of, just kind of what has to happen in terms of like being able to actually have everything function as it is, sometimes at similar times and things like that. Because it's like, this event here is handling basically all of the combat stuff, but it also has to rely on this script right here to be able to draw the monsters cards. And then you've got just like all sorts of just like other little things where it's just like I have to like throw skills here and there to like get them to work. So like some skills are in this, which is essentially like the movement script is all of that stuff. This is the actual like item and dice movement scripts, and so like that a couple skills are in there. So
Gold summoned Sunshine.
Hello, it's me. I am the son of Chan, aka Sunchan. Welcome. I'm glad to see you here. So anyway, so that's why things might seem a little bit out and crazy and weird, but yeah. So, but I do appreciate it, Jerry. I do appreciate you being willing to jump in and help out. Did you already get most of those others done already? Yes. So the majority of the skill tree is actually done now, especially now that we can come in here, and we can say that the negation are done. So yeah, so basically the majority are done. We can hit the checkbox on that, and we can scroll all the way down here to the bottom. Yeah, so as of right now, the vitality, the dexterity, and the warding skill trees are done. So if I come in here, we should be down just to the last skill tree that we need to do. So come in here. Yeah, so the entire vitality skill tree is all done and good to go. So things from just increasing your maximum HP, things making it so like the healing items are more effective, making it so that you do 2x damage if your health is below a specific percentage point. All of this is done and good to go. Same with the dexterity, all that's good to go. This one, again, once I finally got it figured out from the last stream, all of that is good to go. Okay, the moth's flying around again. I may be a little bit distracted. So the warding tree is now completely done now that all of that is good to go. So the last one is the luck tree. So the luck tree, this one is going to be, again, it's kind of going to have to be, the only reason why I was able to do all of this all in one spot is because it all just has to do just combat. Like literally all of this warding tree, I can't point that far. My hand's not long enough and then it gets cut off. But this entire warding tree right here is just to do with monster damage to the player. So this one was basically all in the same spot because it is all related right there in that very instance. But everything else is kind of like scattered here and there and everywhere. So the luck is going to be kind of like that as well. But we are going to be jumping in here and taking care of that. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I have anything on the list that I'm like, let's do this next. I just want to get the skill tree over and done and out. And it looks like we actually already have one of these done. Midas Touch. What did Midas Touch do? I don't even... Oh, I think this one makes it so you get 4. Oh my gosh. Well, apparently the random gen is still slightly buggy. Crap. Sunchan? That's new. That's true. Sunchan is new. Yeah. Skoil has blessed us. With the Sunchan. And I think she looks absolutely fantastic. So Skoil, you did a beautiful job. And thank you for all the individual files. It made it so much easier going in and animating her, because I was like, it is so nice to just be able to be like, here's all the pieces, just throw them in there and put it together. So thank you, Skoil. I do appreciate it. She reminds me of Helios from Greek mythology. Ooh. I can see it. Wow, dude, you got a lot done since I last saw your props. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you. It has been a lot. It has been a lot going on. So we are making progress. As much as it seems like we're not, I promise that we are. Big mythology nerd here. I love mythology. I am terrible at remembering anything about it. Like, people will say names, I'm like, oh yeah. But I couldn't tell you like anything about anything. So, but I do enjoy it. But I mean, I'm the same way with like literally anything. History, ask me anything about history and I'll be like, like, I'm sure if you ask me about like, when did COVID happen? You can probably ask me in like 5 years and I'll be like, when did that happen? And I lived through it. So, you know. Okay, probably not that bad. I'm pretty sure that anything I've lived through, I should be fine. But everything else that happened before my time, and I would not be able to tell you a single thing about it. Okay, so Midas Touch. Increase the amount of gold you found on Slain. That's right. Okay, yeah. So right now, you get 0 gold when you fight and kill monsters. 0 gold. Absolutely 0. But then there's also this one over here. Sleight of hand. Increase the chances of enemies dropping valuable items upon death. No, it's this one. Fortune's favor. Rifle through the pockets of your dead enemies for a chance to find gold. Gold find rate is going up. So, wait. Increase the amount of gold... Wait. Increase the amount of gold you found on slain enemy. Enemy gold goes up. Rifle through the pockets of your dead enemy. No, yeah. For a chance to find gold. Gold find. Oh. Yeah, okay, all right, never mind. Yeah, so these two do go hand in hand. So Fortune's Favor and Midas Touch, they go hand in hand. So basically, when you fight and kill monsters, you will find 0 gold. There is no gold on the monsters that you fight and kill. Unless you have this guy right here, Fortune's Favor. So getting this skill will make it so you can go from having a 0% chance of finding gold all the way up to a 50% chance. So every other monster, roughly, that you fight and kill, you'll be able to find gold on. But just because you're finding gold, it's not increasing how much gold you're actually getting. That is being taken care of right here with Midas Touch, which increases the amount of gold you find on slain enemies. So if you then increase this all the way, so not only will you have a 50% chance of finding gold on enemies, but you will also be, when you find that gold, you will find 30% more of that gold. So you're definitely going to want to upgrade the Fortune's Favor first, because that's actually going to allow you to find the gold. And then over here with the Midas Touch, this is where you would then actually get more gold that you would find from. So you'll still find gold. This is just making it so you find even more. I make the images buttons or check mouse positions on click. So this is all just one image. So I can actually pull it up here. If we go to, I think I called it skill tree. Yes. Yeah, so basically the skill tree is just a singular image right here. And then there's little things that go over it. So like you've got the skill tree highlight, which is basically just like the little button, like the little thing that shows up above the image. And then we've got the skill tree pipes that are essentially like I guess I'm not technically using those anymore. So that's just kind of like an example. But yeah. So basically, so it's just a single image, and then there's the highlight that shows over it, and that is what kind of creates the effect. So it is just me going in and setting mouse X and Y positions for checking for when you're hovering over the buttons. So that's what I'm doing there. So I know there are ways for me to go in and check if I'm hovering over a picture with plugins. I did not do that, though. I did not. I'm just curious, but how does the click work? Oh, yeah, absolutely. So in here, so this is basically everything that goes into it. So from here, this spot right up here, so this is the initial conditional branch. All the way down through here is like everything that's going on with the actual skill up. So the first thing that I do here is this conditional branch right here. So I'm essentially getting the mouse X and Y, and I'm just saying if you are greater than or equal to 216 pixels, and then the Y is 456. So from the left and the top, I'm checking the top left corner first, and then I'm checking the bottom left corner next. So I'm essentially like setting a bounding box here. So I'm saying if you're within these coordinates, then after that I can then have it then show the picture. So this is just if the mouse is within those spots, show the highlight, and it shows the description box and all that fun stuff. So that is everything that's going on there. And then there is a conditional branch that you can do with JavaScript, which is just touch input dot is released. So it's checking to see not only because you can click, and so long as you do not release the mouse, you can click and hold and it won't do anything. It's not until you actually release the click. That honestly works a lot better for menu actions, because there's a lot of times where like you click on a button and you don't actually want to use it. So like if I click this OK button, if I click and hold, it doesn't do anything. It's not until I actually release that it then actually does OK. So that way, if you like click OK and you're like, wait, I didn't want to do that, you can actually move off of it and let go and nothing happens. Same thing with the skill tree here, is I should be able to come in here and I can say, it's the same thing with these cards too. I should be able to click and hold and nothing happens. And if I move my mouse off and release, nothing goes on. So it's not until I click and then release, it then goes on. And so that's kind of how I've done basically, I'm pretty sure, all of my menus. You can hover over like the items menu up here and I can click, but until I release, it doesn't actually switch over to the item. Same thing with the quests, click the button to open the skill tree, and then the actual skill tree buttons itself. So you can click, but then until you actually release, it doesn't do anything. So I can move off of it, release, and then it doesn't actually spend the skill point. So yeah, I'm also kind of thinking about maybe doing like a click and hold kind of thing, but would that be too annoying? I know there's a lot of games out there that do that kind of stuff for like menu navigation where you like click and hold, and there's like a very quick like countdown. We want to do something like that with the skills, where essentially like you're clicking and you have to like click and hold for like half a second or something like that for it to spend the skill. I kind of feel like that would be too annoying, especially because I do want to add a skill reset. A lot of games have it, some games don't, and I also know that some games will restrict the skill tree reset behind either microtransactions or actual like in-game money. I want you to just be able to respec. I'm not gonna worry about the whole, but like make sure you just do it. Like you can only do it once. You can only respect your character once. It's like, no, you can respect your character whenever you want. And I know I just said respect. I want you to be able to respect your character as many times as you want, regardless. Like absolutely no. Like you could respect your character every single time you go in, and it'll just give you back all your skill points. You can just go in. So if you wanted to respec your character right before the big boss, go for it. If you've spec'd into, because that's the other thing too, is it's like there's probably going to be different points in the dungeon where you're like, okay, I want my character to be more like this. And if you want to go through and respec multiple times, like go for it. So eventually I will be adding a button somewhere where you can respec your character. Now that one probably will be a click and hold, because I don't want you to just accidentally click that button and it's just like, all right, you respect. So you will be, it will probably be like a click and hold of like a are you sure kind of a thing, or even just have like an extra menu pop up like, are you sure you want to respec your character? You'll get X number of skill points back, something. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's how all that works. Let's see, Heroes00 says, why MV and not MZ? That is a great question. So, the reason why MV and not MZ is because when I first started this project, I did not have MZ yet. I was not aware of how big of a change there was between MV and MZ, and so I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna keep using MV. It's what I know, it's what I like. And I kind of thought it was essentially the same change. If you remember the change from VX to VX Ace, I kind of thought it was that exact same thing. I was like, why am I going to spend the full amount to go get MZ when I already have MV? I already know MV. I've already got all the plugins that I like for MV. And so I was like, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to stick with MV. Why bother with MZ? And then, so I started this project. So I started this project back in December of 2024, and I got about 6-ish months into it before I then was driven to go purchase MZ, learned all the benefits, and I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have used MZ. But I was so far along, I'm like, I might as well finish it on MV, and then we'll switch to MZ for the next one. So that is why MV and not MZ. Ink says, all right, I'm gonna go stream, dude. See you later. Ink, good luck with the stream. Hopefully it goes well for you. And yeah, we will if you're still streaming by the time we're done, we're gonna come give you a raid. Mutation Ivory says, long time no see. Oh, it is beautiful to see you. Welcome. I'm glad to see you. How's life going for you? How are things going? Hopefully things are going well. Flipbook. I'd like to give a timeline, but then I know you would hold me to it. So I'm not going to give a timeline, so I don't want to be held to that. Eventually. One of these days. Okay, how about this, Loki? How about this? What if instead, because here's the thing, with RPG Maker, they do not make 3D easy, like, at all. So what about this? What if I did a 2D style flip-up book? Like a side-scrolling? What do you think? Would that be cheating too much? Live's improving after a dip, doing great now. I'm glad that things are looking up for you. I'm sorry that things took a dip for you for a little bit. Not great, but I do feel like life likes to throw not fun things every now and then, which is not great. But I'm glad to hear that things are looking up a little bit now and that things are improving. I hope, fingers crossed, that it will still continue to just be an up and up. I hope. Fingers crossed. It has to have a pop-up effect. Oh, don't worry. It definitely would have a pop-up effect where essentially as you're side-scrolling back and forth, as things are leaving the screen, they would like flip down, and then as the things are entering the screen, they would flip up like a pop-up book. That was like the one way I'm kind of thinking I could maybe do it in RPG Maker. So other than that, a 3D environment with pop-up effects. If I wanted to spend forever tracking where like all the images would be on the screen, I could maybe do it. It would look janky, but I could maybe do it. But it would essentially have to be like a one-off. And then I'd be like, well, there you go. 1 week and go. We'll see what we can do. Also, Woot, happy to see Vercilias again. Oh, that's true. Yeah, Vercilias is coming along. Some progress has been made. No, we have made a lot of progress. There's been a lot of like under the hood stuff going on, trying to like restructure things, which I know some people are not happy about. But it's all for the better. I promise, it's all for the better. But yeah, because here's the thing. Every time I'm always like, oh yeah, it's been like 6 months. What have we done? And then I'm like, oh crap, what have we done? But then I think about it, I'm like, okay, there actually has been a lot that has changed in the last 6 months. Yeah. It is coming along, though. It is coming along. 1 week and go. It doesn't need to be a full game, just a level. I can see what I could work out. I could see. The only potential problem with potentially trying to do it this week is it's my anniversary, and we're moving offices at work. And so I'm going to have some late nights potentially later this week. So I don't know if I'm going to have time. All those excuses. I know. They're legitimate excuses. It is my anniversary this week, and we are doing office moves. So, but I'm going to see what I can do for you, Logan. I'm going to see what I can do. So touch input.is released, and I guess some is clicked version is how MVCs clicks. Yes. So there's a couple different ways. So it's basically, so you've got is released, and then you've also got is pressed. And I know there's more. I'm pretty sure there's is repeated, which basically that is you like clicking and holding, and it works kind of like, you know, if you were to say like press and hold a key on the keyboard, it like does the initial. What the?
Mutation Ivory just turned their way into the credits of Tomb of Vercilias.
Mutation Ivory, that is absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for watching so much to get 10,000 points to be able to do that. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Let's go in here. Let's get you thrown in here. Hold up. I know I've got it in here. There we go. Channel points redemptions, which I'm now having to check just in case, and I'm pretty sure, yes, you do. Yes, you do. Mutation Ivory, you have now redeemed twice, which you know what that means. Do you know what that means? you are now moving up here to the MVP/VIP section. Right there, Mutation Ivory with an X2 name in the credits. Very nicely done. Absolutely fantastic. That means you have spent 20,000 channel points to get in there twice, and I do appreciate it. So thank you. Thank you so much for redeeming and for watching that long to be able to be in there. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Very well done. Thank you. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Have a happy anniversary and a painless office moving. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're still trying to decide what we want to do for our anniversary. We're going on a family vacation in like 2 weeks, and we're gonna kind of wrap a lot of it up into the family vacation. But yeah, so trying to figure out like what we're gonna kind of do low key for our anniversary, which will then be, you know, going on a family vacation. Convenient. I know, Loki, isn't it? Isn't it convenient? Also plus one for my name. Woot woot. Absolutely beautiful mutation Ivory. Okay, so let's come over here and so there's like a handful of different ways that you can do this. Yes, you got is pressed, is released, is repeated. I know that like I had a list somewhere of all the different things you could do. Yeah, so essentially it's that, right? Yeah. Now this is all just pertaining to the left click. So as far as I know, there's not really a great way to monitor the left click with this. I mean, there probably is, and I'm just not aware of it. But from the brief research that I did, I could not find a good way to do that. Now, RPG Maker does have a built-in way to check if the canceled button is pressed, which is the left click. So you can check if the left click is pressed, which is basically just saying, is cancel being pressed. Then you can kind of work around it with that. To make the pop-up book level in Excel, you will have my respect. Now, that is something I can guarantee I would not be able to do. So I guess my respect is not going to be guaranteed. But hopefully, with whatever I do in RPG Maker, hopefully that will give me at least a little bit of respect. Let's see. So will you be moving on to MZ after this? Is it really that much better? Oh, if only you knew. There's actually a ton in MZ. So here's the thing. I always thought, because they did this before, right? They did it from RPG Maker VX to VX Ace, where even still to this day, I don't really know the differences between VX and VX Ace. There's some different graphics. Things run a little bit better, but like that's about it. But from MV to MZ, MZ is now, they've upgraded to it is now a 64-bit application. So it can now utilize way more system resources. So basically MV is a 32-bit application, and so it can only export games that are 32-bit, which means they're limited to 2 gigabytes of RAM. Max. They cannot use any more than that, which I guess for better or worse. But as far as for the game performance, it can kind of not be great, especially if your game kind of gets a little bit crazy and out of control, which sometimes this game is. So that is like the biggest thing I would say is moving from a 32 to a 64-bit program, which is absolutely fantastic. But then with that change, it brings a slew of other just amazing updates they've brought. So in MZ, they now use a particle system for animations. So in this one, it is all sprite based, right? So if you wanted to come in here, you can set up animations, which I guess I've probably gotten rid of all the animations. I'm sure I've got a project that I have not deleted everything. Let's see, games. What if we just go to project 1? Did I get rid of everything in here? Images, animations. Okay, they're all still there. Let's open up project 1. Yeah, so basically the way that it's doing animations in RPG Maker MV is over here. Oh, this was for my my map making stuff. Anyway, yes, if we come over here to animations, everything that it does here, all of like the little animations, they're all just sprite based, just frame sprites, and you can just be like, all right, we're just gonna get this animation, and that it comes prepackaged with a whole bunch of different animations, which is fantastic. But if you wanted to create your own animations, it had to be images. You drew the images, you create the animations, and then you can come in here and you can just be like, all right, this frame, this frame, this frame, this frame, all that fun stuff, right? But with RPG Maker MZ, they got rid of all of just like the actual image-based animations, and they have gone to an actual particle system, and so you can create actual particle effects for the animations, which feels a lot more fluid. A little bit more complicated to learn, but a lot more fluid. So that's another big one. They've also, like, because there's plugins in RPG Maker MV to be able to come in here and change like the resolution of the game, whereas that is just built into RPG Maker MZ. You can just go in and just change the resolution. You can show more images now on the screen at once because of the increased RAM capacity. So there is a bit that is a huge positive to using RPG Maker MZ. So I might make my next project be with RPG Maker MZ. If I don't, then dive headfirst into like Godot or something, which I might, maybe. I know that I've got a lot of people telling me that I should. Yeah, so we'll see. If my next game is still in the RPG Maker series, it will probably be in RPG Maker MZ, unless of course the new RPG Maker that is coming out eventually is really good. Then I might switch to that. Maybe. We'll see. Dude, so much has been done in 6 months. We last spoke about 6 months ago. Think of how far your game was back then compared to now. That is true. I mean, it's a good point. It is a great point because, and honestly, I think it's mostly just because like I forget how much I've actually done because there's just like so much to do. Then it's like literally, I'm pretty sure this prep for demo release, I'm pretty sure that I set this up about 6 months ago now at this point. And this is everything that we have accomplished in those 6 months. Like it's actually a decent amount. And some of those things were like big system redos, which took a long time. And I guess I did make a whole other game in that time too. I made a whole other idle chicken clicker game, so I guess there is that too. RPG Maker, ooh, it's true. If you jump into Godot, I look forward to the tips. Well, I will first have to learn how to use Godot before I then start giving out tips and tricks on Godot. I'll make you an RPG Maker 3D tile editor in Godot. I will not let you switch to that Unity slop. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do Unity. Maybe I'll do Godot. I don't know. We'll see. It actually might. It probably wouldn't be Unity. It probably would be Godot, actually, now that I think about it. Now, with actual 3D, wouldn't you just need the magnitude between the camera and the object to know whether to flip up or flatten something? That there might be issues doing it that way, but that'd be my first attempt at it. No, you are 100% correct in that, Dan. And that's the thing too, is it's like this is why I brought it up, is because I know that it would technically be possible. You absolutely could do it. It just wouldn't be easy. Yeah. Would you have preferred those to bits, or are bits better? I don't know, Twitch. Wait. Would you have preferred those to bits, or bits better? I'm not sure what you're meaning about the bits. Well, I'm not sure what you're meaning as opposed to the bits. I know what bits are, but I'm not quite sure what you're meaning. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what you're meaning when you say, would you have preferred those? I'm not sure what the those is you're meaning. So check if the mouse is within bounds, then make another if check for release, and that is how you handle clicking in MV. Yes. I mean, that's how I handle it. I know there's probably other ways to do it as well. This is just the way that I found. I mean, this was like, oh, when was this that I first initially discovered that you could do something like this? I think I probably started doing this kind of stuff like 7-8 years ago or something like that, where I was like, oh, this is actually something I could do. For sake of getting off track, not for sake, at a risk, find the thing. Hold up. Hold. Oh, I was a little bit scared there for a second. Yeah, so at the risk of getting a little bit sidetracked, we're gonna get a little sidetracked. Bear with me. Hold up. Had to plug in an USB to my computer. Pull this up. Let's come over here. We've got, let's see. Oh, where would that be? Planetary Conquest. I make this one. This one was, of course, this isn't the original. I guess that would make sense. This is a backup. Although it probably would say, does it say when it was created though? Initially though? No, because it's just, yeah. Yeah, this is definitely way before 2024. This is like one of the earlier projects I can think of that I was like doing the clicking, but I don't know where the original is. But essentially, so this is one of like the earlier games that I had started making to be able to like utilize like the hover and the clicking and stuff like that. Yeah, so I wanted to make a planetary, well, conquest game. Where essentially, the idea was you would be commanding these planets, and you would be trying to like take over other planets with your ships on the other planets. So yeah, so you essentially, I'm sure you've all played a game like this on like your phone or something like that. But yeah, so basically you would select your planet, and then you would want to select the planet that you're then going to, and it would then send ships from your planet to that planet, unless of course it's broken. I think it's broken. Dang it! Oh wait! Nope, sorry, I should have read the instructions. I gotta click the planet that I want to take over, because as you can see, I have my little ship right here. Let me just make it just a little bit bigger. You can see I've got my little ship right here, and so I want to select the planet that I want the ship to land on, and populate, and then they will then start training units, and then once enough units get trained, I can then, wait for it, I can then select my planet, and I can say, go over here, and it'll then go over and take over this planet. Woo, and now that's my planet. Now they've colonized the planet. Yeah. I really want to recreate this game. It was coming along so well. That's like the game Aralux. Exactly. So funny enough, Aralux was actually, I never really played Aralux very much. This is actually an even older game from the iPod Touch. I can't remember exactly what it was called. iPod, that's iPad. iPod Touch, space game 2009, maybe? Don't know which one this would have been, though. That's not fun. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. But it's essentially Aralux. Yes, 100%. It is basically Aralux. I have my iPod Touch somewhere around here, but I don't have the charger for it, so I wouldn't be able to actually turn it on. But, yes, there was an old space game that was essentially this. And, yes, you basically just be, like, taking over planets, and then you would have NPCs that you would then eventually also be going against. So, like, whoa, that's broken. Okay, so yeah, so it's definitely off.
Azira Nerd summoned Sun-chan.
I don't know what's going on there. Hello! That is fitting. I am the sun while we're playing this game. I don't know what happened to the touch.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, so, that's one of, like, the earlier examples that I created in trying to use, like, the whole touch input stuff to be able to
make it all work. Anyway, yeah, so try not to get any more distracted than that. I don't think I have any other examples that would be older than that. Because I think this one... Actually, no, I know that this one would be technically older. Technically, this would have been an older example. Yeah, basically, this one was this was back when I was trying to make mobile games. 2023? Okay, so I have even older than that then. That was essentially a Flappy Bird's clone. I guess if for anybody who wanted to see gameplay, that this is my Flappy Bird's clone in RPG Maker. Woo! Oh. Yeah, it was good times. It was basically one of those, like, could you do it? The answer, yes. Happy days. Happy days. Anyway, okay, there's one more I can think of, though, and it's the rock. Do I have rock, paper, scissors? The RPC? I don't have it on here. Well. Oh, well. Now, this would be one that I know that some Randev would be aware of, because this is actually one of this was actually the project that I was working on that made me reach out to some Randev for the first time ever to ask a question and for help. And I thought for sure that there was no way that they would respond. And they did. Fantastic. Yeah, I don't think I have that project on here. Anyway, all that aside, we're gonna move on now. Let's see. Like I've got to sneeze again. I didn't make it anyway for a game I'm planning, so it'll be okay. Wait. So you're gonna make an RPG Maker 3D tile editor for Godot. That would be cool. I would test it. I will be your beta tester. I'll be your beta tester. Want to share this? Want to share what is in the cord for the pop-up book? Oh, yeah, absolutely. We could take another look at that. Yeah, for anyone who has not been here when Loki has shared the absolutely fantastic... I'm going to add that, though, because I do appreciate it. I do very much so. So if we come over here to the creator corner... let's see here. It is right here. So this is what we're talking about when we're talking about pop-up book. Loki is making an absolutely fantastic pop-up book style game, and it's just looking so freaking good. And so when Loki first started talking about this, I was like, oh, I could probably make something like this in RPG Maker. And Loki was basically like, all right, bet. The answer is it is very difficult to do in the RPG Maker, but it still looks so good. I cannot wait to see the style of game be more fleshed out, because it already looks amazing. Like, just, oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Let's see here. I think this was I think this was the 10K thing the guy gave to the 2X next to his name on this list. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Now I see what you're talking about. Yes. So the channel points. So I have all the stuff set up for the channel points to mostly just kind of be like fun things. And then there is the like 10,000 stretch goal of the channel points to be able to get your name into the credits. So yeah, so basically the idea is that if you want to guarantee your name in the credits, there is the 10,000 channel points that you can redeem, and everything's good to go. For the bits themselves, like, so bits, donated subs, I also have I have a coffee page as well. If anyone wanted to donate, I've had some amazing people donate on there. So basically the idea is anyone who donates any like significant amount of money, whether it be bits, gifted subs on the coffee or anything like that, I will be there. There will also be a like producer section as well that I will add. So basically the difference is the channel points, like they don't really give me anything. The benefit to the channel points is that I know that someone has been watching the stream long enough to be able to get points, then be able to redeem, which is absolutely fantastic, and I appreciate it and I love it. And then any of like the bits and stuff like that, that is stuff that I do get like a financial split of, which then I can use that to be able to then, up whatever it is, like with either the stream setup, paying for music for the game, whatever it may be, that I will need to use for the game, for the stream, for anything like that. So any of the money that I get, I try and make sure that a majority of it will go towards either stream or to the Tomb of Vercilias or whatever future project that I'll be. So that's kind of the differences there. It's like, anyone that that helps financially in a significant amount will be put as like a producer of the game, and then everybody else who redeems the channel points, you will be in the credits of the game. It'll just be like an MVP/VIP/ channel point redeemer section. I'm still not exactly sure what I'm going to call it, but so there will be a section in the credits for that. So if you have redeemed your name in the credits, you will be put in there. And then, of course, for anyone who has given a significant amount, will have their name be put into a producer part of the credits. So, yeah. Let's see. There's an Arlux 2, I believe there is. I've played it. Surprisingly, not as good as the second. I didn't think so anyway. So, what happened to the chicken? Well, I'm so sorry to say, Isaiah Nerd. So the reason why I got rid of the chicken is because we now have 3 other things. So we have the Sunchan now. So Sunchan is a new one that has been added. That is one of the newest ones we have been gifted by Scoiled. The next one we have is the Goth-chan, or Eclipse-chan as we're now calling her. And then last but not least, we now have, or we used to have and still have, the Moon-chan. So I got rid of the chicken just because anytime that I'm prepping for the stream, I have to open, I was going to have to open, it's 4 different versions of PNG Tuber Plus, because I technically have to have all of the PNG tubers open at the same time. So I have to have, so any of these animated PNGs that I have to have open, I have to have It's really funny seeing them all react the same way. Anyway, I have to have a program open for every single one that I want to have open. And so as soon as I hit number 4, I was like, I almost kind of want to cap it at 3. So with that in mind, I think something I might do is I might switch it up, and maybe like every now and then I'll just kind of switch it up on the stream, because I still technically have the chicken here, like in and working. I could technically open up another one of the another PNG Tuber Plus. I could open it up. I could load in the chicken, and everything would be good to go. But again, it's just kind of like I have to open the program, go load the file, and then I just have to make sure. So it's really not that much. But I also do know that, like, the more that of these that I have open, I'm assuming that it's not, like, super taxing on my computer, but it's got to be something, right? Never mind, it's, like, literally nothing. I did not realize how extremely efficient this program was. So as you can see here, Godot Engine, these are all the 3 instances that I have running, and they are using around less than 1% of my CPU and about 30 megabytes of RAM. 30 to 35 megabytes of RAM. I guess I can't really use the excuse that it would be taxing on my computer, because it's not even close, especially when compared to Photoshop. That's, wow, that is quite the disparity there, isn't it? All right, never mind. Maybe I'll bring the chicken back. Maybe the chicken has to come back just because Godot Engine is so crazy efficient. I think I will have to do that now. Yeah, I think that's going to be the case, is that I'm going to need to have more than just the Chans up. I will have to also bring back the chicken. All right, Sun Chan, thank you for being here. Eclipse Chan, thank you for being here. And last but not least, Moon Chan, the OG, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. All right, we got to bring the chicken back. We got to bring him back. Oh, let's see here. Let us see here. We got the Monka from some Randev. That is true. That is true. I'm sure you remember. I'm sure you remember some Randev when I reached out to you about the image layers in RPG Maker. Maybe you don't. It was a very long time ago. What's your coffee page link? Is it in your about section? I believe so. Yeah, I believe it is. And that one, like, I just bring it up because I just want to mention, like, potentially the way, like, if anyone is wanting to support the stream and or some Randev, if you're wanting to support some Randev, make sure to donate to my coffee page. Definitely it would be a good way to go. No, if you want to support the stream, or if you want to support the development of Tomb of Vercilias, they are all the different ways. So it's the bits, the subs, even watching. Like, if all you can do is just watch, I appreciate it.
Thanks for the follow, Itrikia.
Itrikia, thank you so much. I don't know. I almost said that in an Australian accent. I almost said Atroikia. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. So I do have the coffee. I can't remember if I have a thing to actually pull up the link. I do know that it gets posted like once an hour or something like that. It does post a link in the chat. Producer, I barely know her. Thank you for that, Jerry. Oh, that was beautiful. William Riker, hello, welcome. Glad to see you here. How was your weekend? Hopefully things went well for you. The power of Godot, baby. All right, I will admit it is very clean. I will say that. Need my weekly dose of Bakity Ba. All right. Let's get the chicken turned back on. That sounds weird. We're turning on the chicken again, everybody.
Shkoka wants Moonman to do 10 bicep curls.
Oh boy, we got some bicep curls, everybody. All right, let's get the chicken back in here though, really quickly. Chicken, here we go. Pull up this guy. This is just going to be another instance of Sun-chan. We come over here and we change this to be chicken. Here we go, chicken PNG, and we'll just zoom that into 200%. And then we come over here to viewer rewards, channel points, and chicken. There we go, polymorph chicken. Turn it back on. There we go. All right, we should be good there. We should be good. Wait, don't redeem chicken yet. Do not redeem chicken yet. Do not do it. Do not do it.
Shkoka turned Moonman into a chicken.
Dang it. That's my bad. Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna fix it. Chicken tuber. Oh, wait. It is pulling that up. Oh, it's because over here. Okay, chicken tuber. Okay, so camera. overlayers. Wait. What the?
Thank you Axiomyth Games for maintaining the Moonwood Alliance for 11 months.
Axiomyth Games, thank you so much. 11 months, that is absolutely wild. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Yeah, holy smokes. 1 month away from a full year of being subscribed. I appreciate that. Thank you. Now, why would that have not worked? Why would that not have worked? Would be the question. Overlayers. Oh, okay, so that's what's going on there. So we need to go to cams, camera, and then overlayers, chicken tuber, and then we go with cams, camera. Okay, there we go. Save. There we go. Okay, I'm going to redeem your points. All right, I'm going to return your points. Hold up. Manage requests. Gotta come all the way down here. And we've got, okay, that was 3 days ago. Next. Polymorph chicken. So we're going to reject that one. So don't worry, you got your points back. And then we're going to complete all those. Complete. All right, so we got bicep curls up next. So let us just do a little bit of that. I'm going to get caught up on chat. And then we're going to jump in and do the bicep curls. Okay, let's see here.
Shkoka wants Moonman to do 10 chest
and the chest benders. All right, we can do that. Let's see here. Okay. Time to force Moon to have 10 different VTubers. Hey, if I got them, I'll do them. If I got them, I'll let them be on the stream. Are you working in Godot and RPG Maker at the same time? Don't worry. I'm not smart enough to do something like that. No. I'm not just using a program called PNG Tuber Plus to get like a thing working here. I guess we could show really quickly. It's just, let's see, where would it be? We could do Eclipse Chan. Here we go. Eclipse Chan.
Games just summoned Eclipse
hello.
Chan.
It's Eclipse Chan. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so this is just a program called PNG Tuber Plus that is working in Godot, and I had no idea how efficient this program was written, and it's using very few computer resources, which is absolutely fantastic. It makes me very happy. Chikaya detected. OMG, it's CERD. Don't expose me. Oh no, that was in response to you saying you're my bait. Oh. Exactly. I am. Tester. That's a new one. I think I got the highest score in pawn movement game thing.
Gold summon Sun-chan.
Hello. I am Sun-chan. I am here. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. I was looking through the redeems again. It says Axiomyth Games resubscribed for 12 months at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 11. Okay, all right. So it was 11 months. 1 more month to go, then we get an anniversary present, right? I'm pretty sure that is true. Yes, there will definitely be an anniversary present that I will definitely have to be thinking about in terms of what it will be. I'll think of something. But I appreciate that, Axiomyth Games. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. Getting caught up. I'm now drawing buffed. Yes, gold, yes. Echo. Is there an echo? Wait, is there actually an echo? If there's an echo, let me know. Echo. Please don't tell me there's an echo. Please don't tell me there's an echo. Yes? Okay, I don't know if I can trust you. Everybody, is there actually an echo? Am I echoing? If I am, that's a problem. Because I don't know where I'd be echoing from. All right, everybody. Wow. Fine then. What? No, Echo, you're fine. No, Loki. Did I miss a chat? I was echoing Loki. No echo. Upload in forever. Wait, what? Now I feel like I must have missed something. Loki, what did I miss? Want to share what is in the cord for the pop-up book? Okay, so I read that one. I saw that one. I'm not seeing anything. Now you're making me so nervous, Loki. Find that. Oh. Okay, please. It was my side. Okay. All right. Whew. I thought that I had missed something, and I was like, oh no. I was thinking the 12-month badge. Oh, that's true. I mean, I do have... There are technically badges. If you'll notice, there are the badges. We got the 6-month badge, the 9-month badge. So I think you will be getting a 12-month badge once you hit the 12-month. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. But I probably should go back in and redo the badges, because they were literally badges that I created when I first started my channel, and I didn't have a whole lot of creativity back then. So maybe I can make them slightly better. Maybe. My favorite game of all time is Metroid Prime 2 Echoes. Well, the echoes are very fitting right now. It was my side. When my VPad thing popped up, it loaded my channel, but it was playing your video as a... Oh, gotcha. Okay, it's kind of... Summer Dev was your favorite movie, Stir of Echoes. I don't think I've ever even heard of that movie. All right, everybody. Well, Jerry has redeemed the bicep curls and the chest bender. So let's do that really quickly, and then we're gonna jump into more of the stuff and things. I'm pretty sure I'm caught up over on YouTube chat, right? I preferred. So check. My MV looks like $11. Bundle with MZ. MZ will show up for less than $20. Oh yeah. MZ goes on sale a ton of time. That makes way more sense about the bits or the mana. Yes. Okay, everybody, let's create the jams. Let's do that really quickly. Let's get the blood pumping. It's gonna be an absolute blast of time. Here we go. All right, everybody, 10 on the clock. Count it with me. Here we go. Oh, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. And now it's time for the chest benders. Here we go. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. That feels good. Oh, that feels good. Get the blood pumping. Oh, so much better. So much better. Thank you for that, Jerry. I do appreciate that. All right, everybody. Let's jump in here. Let's do some more of the skill tree. Ooh. And by that, I mean my favorite movie is Nope. It was an excellent horror film. I've never heard of that one either. But it opens minimized, so I didn't see it. Oh, okay. That would make more sense. That would make more sense. Kind of frustrating that it does do that. Ooh, all right. Let's see here. So, yeah, coming back in here. What is the first luck skill that we're going to need to do? Because we do technically have, I guess we do technically have one of them done. So this guy right here, Midas Touch, is technically done. It increases the amount of gold you find on slain enemies. I'm pretty sure if we come over here, dead monster, should be able to find Midas Touch. Serpentine, sleight of hand. So we got Fortune's Favor. Now, Fortune's Favor is 711. But it goes to increase it. It's so good. Please watch. Well, I'm gonna have to look that up. It's Nope. Horror movie? Nope. A man and his sister discover something sinister in the skies above their California horse ranch, while the owner of a nearby theme park tries to profit from the mysterious, otherworldly phenomenon. Well. Oh my gosh, it's got Stephen Ewan. I would pronounce his last name. It's the guy from I almost said Zombieland. That one zombie movie, the zombie TV show. I don't know why I can't think of what it's called. Oh, Jordan. Okay, all right. Well, but is it actually like a horror movie, or is it like a comedy horror? I guess I'll have to watch it and find out. I will have to watch and find out. Well, very exciting stuff. It really happens when I fully close the window and relaunch. As it reinitializes the connection, I accidentally closed it, so it had to open up the deb auth again. So can you tell me what your favorite movie is then? I just said it's a good movie. I was hoping you would say nope, and then I would say, oh, why not? Some Rendev would never fall into a trap like that. Never in a million years. Okay, so what is this doing? We're saying set variable 3, which is player's gold, be equal to data enemies gold plus data enemies gold times math ceiling 671 plus 724. Okay, so what is 671? 671 is perk gold gain. Okay, makes sense. Plus 724. 724 is player skill luck 2 divided by 100. Now, was that? I think we may have to actually change that. Because this is increasing it by 3%. Yeah, we need to fix that. I did not even think about that being an issue. Okay, Fortune's favor. Yeah, so over here, we actually need to say plus, throw this guy in here. Okay, right? Math ceiling. Sorry, I failed your joke. I almost said it. Okay, let's see. Where's this one going? That's the real question. You're you to you. You're you. You. $71. Perk gold gain percentage. Okay, so these do need to be in the same. You're essentially getting, you can essentially get two different ways to increase the maximum amount of gold. One would be, there are going to be perk cards that increase the amount of gold you could find. And two, with the skill of like getting more gold, which is 724. 724 should be 3% chance, not... Okay, yeah, so basically what we need to do, we need to say you, and then within here we need to say times 3. We want to say whatever you are, because these skills are going up in just like 1 point increment. But then I'm going in and changing the... Yeah, so basically, the way that it's working is it's storing the variable as just... Oh, what the frick is the word? It's just going up one at a time. I can't think of the right word. But anyway, so yeah, so every time you upgrade a skill, it doesn't matter which skill it is just increasing... Hello, Moonshine. I'm Moonchan. It is just increasing that variable value by 1. So even if something says like, oh, you're increasing by 3%, it's just saying make it a, increase it by 1. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, up to wherever the cap is going to be. But if it's then saying it needs to be 3%, we then need to come in here and say, okay, whatever this variable is that is going to be equal to 1, then multiply it by 3, so that it is now 3 or a 6 or a 9 or a 12, so on and so forth as it moves along. So we would then say, so we want to take this, multiply it by 3, and then this would then divide it by 100, turning it essentially into a percentage. Yeah. Cat bop equals talking cherries eating times 20. Good times. I love it. I love it, Jerry. I love it. My Dr. Pepper is empty. Tragic. Okay. Well, I mean, it is 11 o'clock at night, so maybe I shouldn't be sipping on Dr. Pepper. Okay, so that should be increasing it by that X%, which is absolutely what we want to see. Sipping on orphan tears. Sipping on orphan tears. Sipping on orphan tears. Now there is an old reference right there. If you know that reference, give a thumbs up or something. What a reference. Oh, that was a good reference. Logan, thank you for that reference. That was beautiful. I have not thought about that song in so long. Crash. Okay, all right. Woo. Dang it. Now I just want to listen to that. Okay. I'm not going to, because it's copyrighted, and I cannot be doing that. 55. Exactly. Okay, so Fortune's favor. Let's increase the chances of getting gold. So there we go, 50%. If you don't get that reference, they're babies. Oh, I love it. That just brings a smile to my face every time. Okay, so we now have a 50% chance to be able to get the gold. Did I want to leave this at a 50% chance, or do we want to make it a 100% chance if it's maxed out? No, because again, we don't want the gold to be anything too crazy. So we're just going to say 50% chance, and then let's increase minus touch. Or, how much are you supposed to actually be getting from these monsters? They all right now are giving the exact same. So the gargoyle, so 1 gold. 1 gold is all they're giving. Cool. Where the freak did Tomb of Vercilias go? There we go. Oosh. I'd minimized it. I had no idea where it went. Let's just make sure we're getting the proper amount of gold. So, come in here. Let's actually play to win. This is probably not going to go well, is it? Ooh. All right, we're off to a decent start. Oh, that is one thing we haven't done. We have not made it so that you can do more damage. I mean, this is just a physical glob, but we have not made it so you can actually draw cards to be able to do more damage based on the element of the other card, you know, or the monster. Dang it. Oh, we're going to have a clean streak there. 16, we're going to... Ooh, let's split. Yes, let's split. We got 19, a soft 19 and a 12. All right, so we busted on the 22. Let's give this a shot. No, soft 19 is good. We're going to go with the soft 19. Oh, sucker. Idiot. Oh, we don't have a good way to check our gold. Gold, please. Let's do this. We're going to say, hide everything. Create a new text box. Let's just throw it right there. This is going to be game variables dot value 3. Oh, that's a 2. 3. Close that out. Center it. There we go. Okay, so now we have 1 gold. We got 1 gold. Cool. Throw it right there, I suppose. I also just do that. Oops. What if I also do that? There we go. That's what I want. Okay, we have 1 gold. Cool. We are getting the gold. Le gold, as one might say. I'll take a stand on a 16. Lucky break, buddy. Oh, are you kidding me? I had a 20, you got a 21. All right, 16. We're gonna stand on a 16 again. Go. All right. Great start. 16. We're gonna stand on a 16 again. 12. What an idiot. Why do I keep getting 16? That's literally all I've gotten this entire playthrough. There we go. 8. I even had a split. I could have split. All right, everything's fine. Everything's gonna be all right. Oh my gosh, everything's not gonna be fine. We're gonna die. We're gonna die, and it's gonna suck. Stand on an 18. Oh my gosh. I don't even care. I'm not gonna risk it. We're going with a split. We're gonna hit. We're gonna hit again. I'm gonna stand on a 16. Okay, all right, come on. What are we thinking? We're gonna go with odds. Let's go with odds. Yes. Oh, that feels. Okay, so we did not get any gold that time. It's fine. All right. No worries at all. I do want to check, though, just to make sure we're actually getting to see. I feel like the bat is too high up in the air. I feel like it needs to be lower down. I feel like it does need to be lower down. Let's see. I know this guy. He did. Girl, you ain't. That's true. That's true. He did. Here's some math for you. Oh, what's the math? What is this? The infamous Steiner math promo. I will have to watch this later, where I won't get copyright struck. Potentially. The actual link for anyone who doesn't know. I hate that I clicked on that link. I hate that I clicked on that link, some random. Legendary Cerberus says, any thoughts on the newly announced RPG Maker U2U? Hello, I'm Eclipse Chan, and we're going to talk about the newly announced RPG Maker U2U. Sounds like it's going to involve Unity, just like their last disaster. That is a great question. First of all, welcome. Glad you're here. Second, yeah, I'm excited for it. I guess we'll see. We'll see. Is it Unity or is it Godot? I don't know. Summer Dev, I feel like you would know. Is it Unity or is it Godot? I feel like either way, it's Unity. Oh, geez. All right. I don't know why I was hoping it would be Godot, but I was. Unity, huh? I don't know. Yeah, their last one, I will honestly, I will and can honestly say it was a disaster. An absolute disaster. I tried to use it. I probably spent about, I don't remember how many hours it was. I spent a handful of hours trying to get it to work. It was painful, to say the least. Very painful. Yeah. Anyway, I am excited for it, but we'll see what happens. Well, I am nervous. I'm excited, but nervous. Wary. Wary, I feel like, is a good word. I am wary. Hello, you testing the game? Yes, we are doing some testing. We're working on getting some stuff working, which involves player gold in the game. And so, yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, trying to figure out if this actually is going to increase the players or the monsters' gold that they actually drop. We'll see what happens. I guess, yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, so Unity, yeah, it's, definitely we'll just kind of have to wait and see. You fixed the rigid body problem you posted in Twitch stories? I don't know, maybe. I love how everyone craps on Unity nowadays. We're in the best timeline. I forgot. If they had just called it RPG Maker U2, they could have asked Bono. Oh, that'd be beautiful. They should have. Wasted opportunity. Excited in case it's a train wreck? I mean, I don't want it to be a train wreck. But if they don't change a whole lot of what the last one was, it probably is going to be a train wreck, yeah. You forgot if you fixed or what the problem was. We'll never know. We'll never know. Okay. Yeah, I just want to freaking defeat this bat. You know what? Actually, no. It gave us one. We know that's working. Let's come in here. Let's just increase this. Just one. Just once. So up to 3%. That should honestly give us an extra gold. So it should give us 2 gold if it drops a gold. Because it is rounding up. We're going to say 1 gold plus 3% would essentially be 2 gold. Because it has to be a you know, it can't be a fraction of a gold. It has to be a full piece of gold. It's rounding up. Yeah. So here we go. Should we take a hit on a 14? I feel like we should. Let's double down. Oh, I'm so glad I doubled down. Although I am very sad that the 2x damage is not working on the double down for some reason. I don't know why. I'm gonna have to figure that out. All right, there we go. 20, a soft 20 though. I mean, what could go wrong? Double down. Oh. The question is not what could go wrong. The question is what could go right. And everything went right there. I doubled down on a 20 and I drew an ace. You love to see it. You love to see it. 13, I'm going to double down on a 13. Dang. All right, if I can't kill this bat, I'm going to be really sad. Oh my god. Oh, this is coming down to the wire. That's all right. That's all right. I can cheat the system. You don't want to know why? Because I'm a developer. I can do things like this. Look at that. I have 31 health now. Hit. I'm very glad that I did that. That would have been I guess I could have used an item. That probably would have been a good thing to do. Well, double down on a 14. That was a bad thing to double down on. All right, we're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be all right. 20. We're gonna stand on 20. There we go. Finally. Oh, oh. You gave me 2 gold. Gave me 2 gold. That's fantastic. Gave me 2 gold. That is fantastic. Cheater, 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 cheater. I wasn't a cheater. I was using my resources. That's all that was. Okay, but here's the question though. So, even if I'm pretty sure I know the answer, because you know, if a monster is giving 1 gold and it's plus 30%, it's not going to be anything more than just the 2 gold that it did just give me. So we can't really check from this guy. But here's something we could do. If I increase this all the way to 30%, and if we go find another monster, I believe what I can do, if I come in here, we've got monster. Oh, wait, no. I'm tapping directly into the exact monster in the database. Crap. Jerry says, how do you open that stuff? That screen that you just did change, is that the F key? Oh, no. So this is if you... Oh, wait. Is it an F key? Yes. Sorry, I read that as, is it the F key? Yes, so this is one of the F keys. So this is F9 to open up this window. So this is the switch and variable, whatever you'd call it, I guess, database manager. Yeah, so basically you can come in and you can see every variable and switch in the game, and you can adjust whether, so if it's a switch, you can turn it on or off, or you can also come in here and you can adjust any of the variables. I will say the variable manager, very, very frustrating. It is very limiting if you're wanting to change a lot of things, if you want to change a variable a lot. Like say, for example, there's been a time where I've needed to increase a variable hundreds or even thousands. Here's a problem. You have 2 ways to increase a variable in here. Hello!
Moonshine.
I am Moonshine, and I'm going to explain how you increase variables in RPG Maker in the variable manager. So, yeah, so basically what you can do is you can either increase it by 1. So if we come in here and let's just say we want to change the player's HP, you can increase it by 1 by pressing the right key, and it goes up by 1. You can decrease it by 1 by pressing the left key, or you can increase it by 10 by pressing the page down key, or you can decrease it by 10 by pressing the page up key. The problem is that's all you can do. So let's just say, for example, if we wanted to test a really large number and we we're like, okay, we need the player's HP to be like 10,000. Guess what? You're going to be sitting here holding this page down key for a very long time to get to 10,000. 1,000. Yeah, it would take a very long time. Very long time, not great. And that's just 10,000. Say you want to get to 100,000 or 200,000, a million. Lot of page down. So while this is great for being able to come in and like see what the variable currently is, and you can do like little adjustments here and there, I would highly recommend, if you're wanting to adjust things like that, is utilizing the actual console, the actual dev tool. So if you are, I mean, anywhere in RPG Maker, if you press F8, it will open up what is called the, right here, the developer tools, and you can go to console. So I mean, like, obviously you can look at the elements, it's not going to tell you a whole lot. So you can go to console right here, and you can do all sorts of things. You could say, so let's see, we're working with the player's HP, which is a variable 50. We could say game variables dot set value 50. We want to set it to be let's set it to 1,000,000. There we go. What? Game variables dot set value 50 1,000,000. Undefined. What are you talking about, undefined? Probably still work though, right? Hey, look at that! I have 1,000,000 HP. Oh, look at that number. Big number right there. Yeah, that's the better way to do if you are wanting to go crazy. 7? We could set it to 7. We absolutely could set it to 7. Do a little bit of this. 7. Here we go. 420. We could do 420 as well. Look at that. I've got 7 HP now. Tragic. Choose a number 1 through 633. 6, 7, 8. Wait. 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7. That's what I'm going for. 7 420 8008 135 567. Exactly. 567. Oh, that's right. That's right. I need to go in and I need to increase the monster's gold that it produces. So, let's just come in here. We're just going to say 10 gold, 10 gold. And I'm going to do this for all the monsters because I don't know which one's going to spawn. Go to Rubble Golem. Let's go to Blob. Let's go to Iron Sentinel. We go to Tuskrat. We're going to go to Tower Bat. Here we go. CG59Q, GL7W3, B4 6P. The last character is missing. First person to get it gets the game. Look at that. Free game. Free game. Just go in and just start going. It is a letter in the alphabet. Well, there you go. Wait, is it a letter in the alphabet? Yes, a letter. Okay. All right, there you go. Nailed it. Oh, you got it already? What? Score. Well, there you go. Congratulations, Jerry, on getting a free game. That is actually fantastic. You got that fast. Holy smokes. Wait, what game was it? I guessed correctly. Not bad. I mean, I guess it is like a 1 in 26 chance. Still, that is impressive. That is impressive. But yeah, what game was it? What is Loki so very kindly handing out nowadays? Okay, so we should be able to get 10 gold from the monster if it actually drops it. So let's come in here. Let's increase this up to 50%. Fight a monster. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's stand. It was L. Jerry was debating us, so we'd stop trying. What? Okay, that's actually hilarious. What's debating? You cannot be debating on stream. That is not allowed. That is not allowed at all. No more debating on stream, all right? Stream, all right? That is a really good strategy, though. I'm not gonna lie. That is very smart. It's genius, actually. Oh, wait, so some random... Does that mean... I knew it was sus when you didn't drop the letter. Okay, I guess I could see that. I could see that. That is hilarious. You saw right through, didn't you, some random? Right through the facade. All right. Let's see what happens. I mean, I guess whether I have a winning hand or not, he's gonna die. Okay, no gold. That's fine. That's fine. Oop, split. Take a hit. And take a hit. Take a hit. Oh, now that is a good split. 21 and 20. Stand on that. Sucker. Double down on the 12? Yeah, sure, why not? Ooh, that was a good double down. That was a good double down. Okay, come on. I got the right skill, right? Rifle through the pockets of your dead enemies for a chance to find gold. Gold find rate, 50%. I mean, it is 50-50, but still. Kind of frustrating. All right, evens. I'm sorry I stole another game, Loki. I mean, was it really steal? Oh, okay, I mean, kind of. Well, I mean, kind of. Not super, though. A little bit. After saying he wasn't going to take another game. Okay, but to be fair, some random was just trying to prove that that Jerry was pulling our leg. That's all. That's all. Oh, that is really funny, though. There we go. We got our 10 gold. All right, cool. So it does give 10. Oh. Okay, let's come in here. I'm going to take a potion. I might as well. Now, come over here, and we're going to increase this Midas Touch up to 30%. We should get 30% more gold. We should get 13 gold from this guy. To be fair. Jerry, are you in the cord? If so, since Sir and Roger, I'll send you the link. This game was free on Epic like last week. So everyone should have. Oh. I mean, that is a fair point. The best part was I wasn't even trying to get it. I would have just left it. So you were trying to bait everybody else to just stop, not so you could get it, but just for the troll. You were literally doing it for the love of the game, and I can, you know what? I can actually appreciate that. I can actually appreciate you were just trying to just make everyone stop trying to get it. Okay, that is actually hilarious. So no one could have it. I mean, I bought it. I believed it. I thought for sure that you had actually gotten it. I believed it. Yeah. Ooh. All right, let's split. There we go. That's easy enough. Okay, no gold. That's fine. It's fine. Go get another guy. I gotta stand on a 50. Okay. All right. All right. There we go. 20. That's what I'm talking. Gotta take a hit on a 14. I'm sorry. I can't stand on a 14. That's just way too low. 16. All right. I'll stand on a 16. Gonna be much good, but that's all right. Are you kidding me? Hold up. Did I do my calculations incorrectly? I did. I thought the 10. God, I'm so stupid. I thought the 10 plus 30% was gonna be 3. Wait, it should be. I'm multiplying. Yep, I'm multiplying it. That's why. Okay, so I am stupid. But it's just in a different way. That would be 300%. Anyway, yeah, so... Yeah, because 10 plus 30%, 13. Okay, so what is going on over here, then? You kill the monster. Fortune's favor. Rifle through. Over here, wanting to say 724. Actually, let me just double check really quickly. This is variable like 7 something. Okay, yeah. Luck, number 2, you're equal to 10. Okay. So if you are equal to 10, what is 671 currently? 671 is currently 0. Okay. So if that's the case, currently the equation is 10 Wait, I am multiplying. We're saying set the player's... We'll set it to the player's gold plus player's gold or monster's gold. Oh, wait. Okay, so we're saying monster's gold times 0. This is 10 times 3 divided by 100 is 3. Yeah, we're saying set the player's gold equal player's gold plus monster's gold. That would be, yes, that's just 10 plus. Okay, so something weird is going on. I'm doing this. I cannot look at this in this tiny window here. Summer Dave, so yes, I was debating on you. Ew, Moon! Jerry's debating on us. I don't know how to respond to that. Does a body good? That's what I've heard. Never been brave enough to allow it to happen. I've heard good things. Okay, so here's what we got. We're saying set variable 3, which is the player's gold, equal player's gold plus the enemy's gold. That would just be 10. And then plus, here's what we need to do the whole equation. Puts everything in here. Basically, you... Wait, where do you go? Okay. You go to you. Go to you. Ooh. You.
Chemistinic says, Chemistinic redeemed 10 chest benders, Chemistinic redeemed 10 biceps curls.
I see what you're doing there. I see what you're doing there. Trying to get around the system, eh, Nick? Don't worry, Moon. I'm doing it with ya. Let's get pumped. I mean, wait, Nick. I see now. I see. Okay. You're trying to get around the price tag, I see, huh? Huh? Trying to get around that price tag? Oh, that's too funny. Well, I'll do half. We'll do 5 and 5. Should we do that? Should we do 5 and 5? I think we shall. Let's do it. Because why not? This is a one-time thing, though. This is not an every-time thing. All right, here we go. 5 on the clock. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, 5 on the clock. Count them with me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just want a little bit of excitement in the stream, don't you? It's 2/7 of the original price. I don't want to do the math at 7:30 a.m. That's fair. I wouldn't want to do the math either. Deal. Brian Frankfurt says, "Hey, Moonwood Games. I hope you're well, Bryant. I'm doing absolutely fantastic. How you doing? How's life? How are things going for you? Hopefully, you haven't had an absolutely fantastic weekend. Did you do anything fun? Anything exciting? Would love to hear about it. Okay, so."
Chemistinic turned Moon Man into a chicken.
I'm a chicken. Bok bok. Bok 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 bok. Bokkity bok. Bok bok. Thank you for that. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so you are there. So I must just have something in the wrong parentheses, right? That's got to be it. It's literally just got to be the wrong parentheses somewhere. Oh, I'm just now realizing if I click on any of the text, I thought I had to click on the actual parentheses here. There's literally anything within the text. It shows me where the start and ends of the parentheses are. Okay, that's actually very convenient. Okay, so you are then divided by 100. Then where? So you're going all the way to the end then. But that's why I'm so confused. Then you're all within there. Because this should be a percentage. Should it be? Because you're just going to be a raw number, and then you would be a raw number. We essentially want to take these two raw numbers and then divide them by 100 to turn them into... Yeah, so why would it have multiplied? Let's see, okay, let's see. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to pronounce your username. Don't try to help me. I'm terrible at this, but I'm gonna see. Zerver? Is it Zerver? Let me know how close I was. C++? No, so we are doing JavaScript. And for some reason, I cannot get this to work correct. Yep, okay, whew. I had to look at it for a second. And then once I kind of saw it, I was like, okay, this has got to be Zerver. This is raw disassembly. Exactly. Yeah, this is raw disassembly right here. Like server. I use Unity, so I know C#. I wish I knew C# or even C++. I know JavaScript barely, and that's about it. Now I feel like I've got it. Okay, just all right. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I gotta check and see. Did I have 10 gold before this? Am I making a big nothing burger out of everything? 30 gold, 30, still 30, still 30, 10. Okay. So it gave me 20 gold. But is that actually correct? Even that would not make sense, like, at all. So I had 10 gold before. And then we're taking the player's gold, set it to player gold. We had 10, we're setting it to 10. Plus the monster's gold. Plus oh, wait a minute. We're saying plus the monster's gold. So did I have all of this outside of this secondary monster's gold? You should go over to there. Okay, so we actually probably don't even need that. So we're just wanting to say plus monster's gold times okay, I think that's correct. 99% sure. I think. I hope. I guess we'll find out. We'll find out what happens. Here we go. Let's see how that all works out. You know, it'd be funny if I had like a 1-10% chance, a 1 to 10% chance of muting you and only getting chicken nuts. That would be pretty funny. That would be funny. I've actually thought about potentially thinking of some way to like essentially cancel out my microphone to like not hear what I'm actually saying, and then have another program in the background that basically takes my microphone's input, and as it reaches certain levels, it would then like play a chicken sound. I think that'd be kind of funny. I should do that. Crap. You know what? Never mind. I gotta get the freaking spike pauldron. Here we go. There we go. Spike pauldron. Okay, let's go find a monster. 20. I like that. Let's stand on 20. Of course he got a 21. I got a 20, and he got a 21. Why did I stand on an 11? Everything's fine. Everything's gonna be all right. Okay, he got a blackjack. Take a hit. 17, soft 17. Take a hit. Ooh, soft 19. We're gonna stand on a soft. Why? Why? And of course I didn't even increase my chances of getting gold. Of course I hadn't done that. All right, let's do a little bit of healing. Find another monster. There we go. All right, here we go. This is gonna be the one. Let's stand on 20. All right, there we go. Good start. 14. Let's see. Take a hit on a 14. Take it. Fine. All right. 21. All right, good. We got a blackjack. 16. We're going to stand on a 16. Okay. At least he's taking damage every time because of the spike fall. Okay, still nothing. It's all right. I have a 50% chance of actually getting gold, so it's not like it's guaranteed. It should be a relatively... Well, obviously, it's a 50-50 chance. All right, let's take a hit on a 14. Let's stand on a 16. All right. 10. Let's take a hit on a 10. 13. Let's take a hit on a 13. Ooh, there we go. Come on, come on. Yes, there we go. Really, still nothing. Still no gold. Good sirs, I beg of you, please give me gold. Gold, please. Healing. Stand on a 16. Okay. Take it on a 14. Okay. Okay, I've got a good feeling about this one. This one, he's going to drop gold. I can feel it. I upgraded the right one, right? 50% drop rate of gold. Come on, dude. I believe in you. I believe in you, Glob. Give me your money. Give me your money. Healing. Let's take a hit. Ooh, all right. 17. Of course, you can get a 21. All right. Take a hit on a 13. Okay. Good heavens. These guys, they've got it out. Ooh. Evens. Dang it. All right. All right. Still 0. Okay, this could be potentially indicative of a problem with the actual gold giving them. So let's do this. Let's adjust this variable really quickly. I'm going to set it to be a 100% chance. And if it doesn't give me any on the 100% chance, then we know there is something broken with the code. So this is this Dex? Dex 4, I suppose. Ish. Okay. So we would just need to go up to 20. Because if 10 is 50, 20 is 100. So we have a 100% chance of getting gold. This has to work if it's actually working. Or I may have just broken the code, and if that's the case, then that's my bad. I'll have to figure out how I broke it and how to fix it. 19. Take it. Okay. Okay, it gave me gold. But I just realized that was a Pyro Sentinel. And I didn't increase the amount of gold that Pyro Sentinels give. Still just the one. Okay, this will be a better test to see. At least the code's not broken. It's just that the chances were not in my favor. That's all that was. I gotta do some more healing. We take the risk with the sandwiches. Could reduce the monster's attack by 50%. I don't really have anything that's gonna be a good thing, so never mind. We're not. 21. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about.
Goil says, Skoil summon buffed Moonchan in your DM.
We got ourselves a buffed Moonchan, eh? Well, we're gonna have to go take a look as soon as this is done. But I appreciate that, Skoil. Thank you, thank you. Okay, there we go. Okay. Stand on a 19. Not great quality, though. Highly doubt it. I highly doubt that it's not great quality. I am very excited to see it. I feel like nothing you make is bad quality. Like, literally everything you've made is absolutely fantastic. Oh my goodness!
Welcome Oridont and your 24 amazing audience members.
Ori, thank you so much for that raid. I do appreciate that. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. I appreciate that. Glad to see you here. How'd your stream go? How'd everything go for you? Hopefully, things went well for you. Oh, let's see here. We've got the Ori invasion incoming. Ori invasion incoming. That is an absolutely fantastic message. I love it. I love it. OMG. Raid. Oh. OMG, Gandalf. Where?
Thanks for the follow, Gandalf the Game
right
94.
There. That was fantastically timed. Gandalf, thank you so much for the follow. I do appreciate that. Well, welcome. Glad to see you here. Really quick housekeeping stuff. Ori, I do appreciate the raid, but if you got a raid and run, no worries at all. Do not even worry about that. I appreciate it, but I know that after a long stream, sometimes you gotta go. There's stuff you gotta do. You gotta go sleep. You gotta go eat. You gotta go use the facilities, whatever it may be. No worries at all. But I do appreciate it, whatever it is that you gotta do. Yeah. So thank you for that. And also, for everybody else, welcome. I'm glad to see you here. For anybody who does not know me, I am Moonwood Games. I'm working on a dungeon crawling roguelike RPG called Tomb of Vercilias, where the combat is blackjack. And yeah, it's just a as you can see, a retro style dungeon crawling roguelike RPG. So it's coming along slowly but surely, but there's a lot to do for one person. So yeah, so if that seems like the kind of game that would be up your alley, I would definitely appreciate a follow. Or if you'd like, there's also available over on Steam if you wanted to wishlist it as well and just kind of know when it comes out that way. That is also fantastic. So but yeah, so thank you. But Ori, how did your stream go? Anything you want to share? Would absolutely love to hear about it. Also, I'm going to give a quick shout out. Here we go. At Ori. There we go. All right, everybody, if you're not already following Ori, what are you doing with your life? Make sure to get over there and give Ori a follow. So thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Oh, let's see. I was lurking. Well, Gandalf, I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. Ori says hi. Hello, Ori. I figured you'd be a fitting raid from a dev stream. Absolutely. I mean, I would hope so. Let's see. True AF. Do people still rip codes out of old games? I don't know. Maybe? I don't personally. I do very soon. Have to head out, but I'll happily be lurking and hearing about your game for a bit. I appreciate that. Thank you. Let's see. We got ourselves raid. Blackjack roguelike sounds amazing. Thank you, Ori. We were working on dice-based rogue. Well, I love that. I mean, I guess technically you could say this is kind of dice-based as well. Dice Balatro in space. Oh, that. Okay, I like that. Okay, this one is, I guess compared to that, this is not technically dice at all, but it does have a lot of elements about stuff like that. So, yeah. So basically, this, like I said. You know, I'll do the whole spiel for everybody just so everybody kind of knows. So this is being developed in RPG Maker MV for anybody who is wondering. That is the engine we are using. But yeah, so really quickly, we're just going to kind of go over kind of what the game is about. So if you've heard this before, I apologize, but we're going to go over it really quickly anyway. So yeah, Tomb of Vercilias is the name of the game. So basically, here's how this is working. So you are playing as a bounty hunting adventurer who is going into a tomb to go and find a wizard named Vercilias. So Vercilias used to be the right-hand mage of the king until the king found out that Vercilias was working and researching black magic and you know, kind of delving into that. So when the king found that out, he ordered for Vercilias to be arrested. But Vercilias, when he found out he was going to be arrested, he was like, absolutely not. And so he put a curse on his wizard's tower to keep it ever shifting and changing so that no one could ever find their way to him. But in so doing, you know, obviously no one ever was able to find their way to Vercilias, but no one has ever also seen Vercilias come out of his tower. And so everyone just assumes that he is probably just dead in there because it's been months or years. I haven't decided quite how long it's been, but it's been a very long time and no one has ever seen him come out. So everyone's like, okay, he's probably just dead in there. But the king is like, no, until I actually see him dead or alive, I'm going to assume he's in there researching dark magic and just, you know, increasing his power. So he has put a bounty on Vercilias' head, which is where you come in as the player. So you, along with many other adventurers, are delving into the ever shifting and changing unnavigable labyrinth that is now known as the locals as the Tomb of Vercilias. Because I'm, you know, again, assumes that he's dead in there. So again, like I said, it is a roguelike RPG. So you are kind of meant to not necessarily beat the game in one go, you know, that you're going to be going through runs and stuff like that. So there's a couple of different mechanics that kind of increase, hopefully, the replayability factor of it all. So basically there is this perk card system, which will kind of switch up the runs a bit. So you can eventually have up to 9 perk cards you have equipped to your character. So for example, like this is Nick's Hat of Divine Wisdom. So it will increase your experience gain by 5%, but it reduces your geo damage by 5%. For this one right here, which will make it so when you get blackjacks, you do 3x damage, but you also have a 2% chance to draw an additional card anytime you draw cards. This one increases your maximum HP by 50%, but it reduces your pyro damage by 5%. So on and so forth. And there's like a whole bunch of different cards. We're going to be adding a ton more. I like how it literally grabbed the exact same ones. There we go. There's at least a new one. This one, it adds 2% spike damage to yourself, but it also reduces your dexterity saving throw by 10%. So anyway, so basically, so the perk card system kind of like hopefully mixes up your runs every single time. And then, yeah, so it's a randomly generated dungeon layout every time. The map will not be fully revealed when you start every time. You will have to actually explore and go through. But yeah, so general idea is you've got your D20s right here. You will use your D20s to be able to increase your spell power, which is these blocks right here. So you get your Pyro, Geo, Hydro, and Necro. These damages are being dealt when you are playing Blackjack against monsters. So the way that you will increase your damage is with these D20s. So you'll be able to take these D20s and you can merge them together. So like 1 and a 1 make a 2, 2 and a 2 make a 3, 3 and a 3 make a 4, so on and so forth. And there will be a spell book that you'll be able to access. You'll be able to insert these D20s into your spell book to be able to then increase your damage. There's also a whole item system, you know, healing stuff and all sorts of stuff. So good times there. There's a whole skill tree, so that's kind of what we're currently working on as of right now. And for the past few streams, we've been working on the skill tree. So you've got your different branches with vitality, dexterity, warding, and luck. We currently have everything done in vitality, dexterity, and warding, and we are now working on the luck skill tree. So the one that we are working on right now actually is the Midas Touch, which increases the amount of gold that you'll be able to find on slain enemies. So your skill tree is kind of like your permanent stats for your character. These will never change unless, of course, you want to respec. You can just reset your stats, and you'll be able to go in and respec your class. But the perk cards here, they are temporary. So if you die, if you leave the tomb in one way or another, you will lose your perk cards. But your skill tree, again, like I said, those skills are permanent. But anyway, yeah. So and then basically, like I said, the combat is blackjack. So you'll just kind of be going around. Let me actually pull up. We'll pull up Axel's Wheel of Cheese right here. So as you come across monsters, you will just fight them using blackjack. So if you're familiar with blackjack, it shouldn't hopefully seem too far out of the norm. But if you're not familiar with blackjack, general idea is you are drawing cards, and so is the monster, and you are trying to get as high of a draw as possible without going over 21. So long as you have a higher draw than the monster without going over the 21, then you're gonna be fine. So since I've got a 20, I'm gonna stand on a 20. That means the monster is then going to draw. He got a 21, and so he wins, and so he gets to attack. And so, yeah, so I've got a 12, so I'm going to take a hit. I've got a 20. I'm going to stand on 20 again. He's got an 18. There we go. I know that seemed a little bit crazy. Aces are essentially soft hands. So if you draw an ace, it's either worth an 11 or a 1. So since he kept drawing aces, he kept getting just 1s, and then he kept being able to draw again. That was kind of a crazy hand. So that's kind of like general idea is with that in the game. So if, again, that seems like something you would be interested in playing, would absolutely love, again, either a follow, or if you wanted to just wishlist the game, it is also available over on Steam. We are working on a demo right now, so it's not quite ready yet, but there is a page at least you can go and wishlist. So there's the link right there if you want to click on that and go wishlist the game. Would absolutely appreciate a wishlist. If not, totally fair, totally understandable. No worries at all. I just appreciate you being here and watching and listening. So thank you. Let's see here. These graphics and function on RPG Maker is insane. Thank you, Ori. I do appreciate that. Hello, I'm Moonchan now. Welcome. Glad to see you here. But yeah, I appreciate that, Ori. Yeah, it has been a lot of work to be able to get it to function and look the way that it does. So I do appreciate that. Holy heck, dude, good stuff. Thank you, Ori. Thank you. Yeah, dude, it's insane. Jerry, I do appreciate that. Thank you so much. That's so impressive. It's like Willy Wonka meets vampire. It's like Castlevania for gambling addicts. So there we go. I am all right with either one of those descriptions. Yeah, either Willy Wonka meets vampires or Castlevania for gambling addicts. Absolutely. It's like Final Fantasy, but with Gambit from X-Men instead of Cloud. That is another good way to look at it. All right, everybody. Okay, so as of right now, like I said, we were working on the... I've been inverted. Thank you for that. I do appreciate that. And now we're inverted Sunshine. Oh. That actually looks really creepy. Sun-chan. That looks really creepy for Sun-chan. I like it, though. I like it. An inverted Sun-chan. I guess, does that technically just make Sun-chan Moon-chan again, if she's inverted? I think so. Those were all direct quotes from his game trailer. I should have those all in the game trailer, shouldn't I? That would add some hype. Black Hole Chan. Ooh. Actually, now that you've said that, don't inspire Scoiled more. Scoiled has already spent way too much time on all of those graphics. Scoiled, don't get it into your head that we need a Black Hole Chan. Scoiled, you've done absolutely fantastic work. Do not feel like you need to make a Black Hole Chan. We're good. We haven't even taken a look at Buff Chan yet. So But I do think that the inverted Sun Chan, we definitely need to refer to as Black Hole Chan now. And that is beautiful. I appreciate that, Ashton. Thank you, thank you. School, I will give you a game key for Black Hole Chan. Well, don't feel like you have to. Bleached Hole Chan. We could go with Bleached Hole Chan. Black Hole Chan. Won't you can. Won't you can. I'm sorry. I don't know where that came from. I know where it came from. I don't want to say it, though. Dirty place. Okay, let's give this a test. So, if we increase this up to 100%, and then we want to increase this... I don't know why I closed it. I probably shouldn't have. I know I need to do it to explain the game, but I probably shouldn't have. Okay, let's come down here to variable 7... whatever it was. It's the dex skill, that one. So, let's increase that to 20. We now are at a 100% chance to be able to get gold each time. Okay, perfect. We got the tower bat right here. Keep looking at him and I'm like, I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so let's stand on a 15. Of course, you got a 21. That's fine. 15. We'll stand on a 15 again. I've got to stop standing on a 15. 14. Okay, all right. Fine. Fair. Gonna be okay. 14. Take a hit. Oh, there we go. Okay, worth it. Okay, I just need one more hit. Just one more hit. Be good to me, game. Be good to me. Yes, there we go. Okay, so he drops 10 gold. Cool. Now, come in here and we increase this to 30%. It should give me 13 gold. Should. Because it's 10 gold plus 10 gold times 30%. Yes. Which would be 10 plus 3, which would be 13. So, we got a soft 13. Let's see what we got here. Soft 18. Soft 18. Okay, worth it. Let's stand on an 18. Okay, perfect. Come on, just one more hit. Oh, you're going down, buddy. Give me 13. Let's be at 23 gold. No! Why? I thought for sure we were going to have that. Still messing up. Why? That is the question. Don't get why that's not working. It's from the Black Hole Sun song. I will rest on those laurels and go to bed. Have a good stream. Ashton, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. And maybe we'll see you in a future one. I don't need game key. I'm happy with trying being on stream. Well, they will always be on stream. Next time, though. Do not worry about it. I know you've got a lot on your plate. Good, because I already got it. Sorry. Totally fine. It's not the last one. Well, I'm just debating. Dude, I didn't take it. All right. Let's see. So I do know, though. If we come over here, we've actually got a message that I need to look at. There we go. Oh, my gosh. This is beautiful. Oh, my gosh. Look at Buff Chan. Oh my god. Yes, Buff Chan. Oh, that's beautiful. I could sit and watch Buff Chan work out all day. That is absolutely fantastic. Not lovely quality from... No. That is absolutely fantastic. I love this. All right. This is now going to be showing on the screen anytime I'm doing the workouts. Gotta happen. Michael Chan will be next time. All right. Yeah, no, this is fantastic. No, I'm, I will have to... This would actually be pretty easy. Buff Chan equals 4th Powerpuff Girl. Oh, she's beautiful. But you're not wrong. We now have the 4th Powerpuff Girl. If I come over here, got you, we got you, and we just gotta be like, there we go. Let's line them all up together. Oh, they're all together. It's beautiful stuff. Like freaking, just look at all this. Look at all this work that you have done here. We got all 3 of them plus Buff Chan. This is fantastic. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. I love it. Maybe one day I will be as buff as Buff Chan. Maybe one day. I will just have to keep working at it. I'll have to keep working at it. Buff Chan looks so chill. I want to hang out with her. I know, right? She looks amazing. I would hang out with her in a heartbeat. All right, goodbye, other Chans. And Buff Chan, we will be adding you to the stream the next time. Oh, that is beautiful. I love it. I love it so much. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. Now, back to the task at hand. Why, oh why? OMG, too many Chan. No such thing. No such thing as too many Chan. Make a mana thingy where you turn into a harem of Chans. Just a choir of your Chans talking in unison. I shouldn't I? That'd be a good time. I'm down. I'm down. This is gonna so quickly just divulge into a just chatting stream, and it's just gonna be a bunch of just a bunch of Chans. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fantastic. So. What is going on here? Come back over here. Hold this up. So we're saying, I just want to make sure we are in the right. Don't forget Chicken Chan too. Oh. Wait. So like,
turned Moon Man into a chicken.
That's true. This is Chicken Chan. Bok. I'm a chicken. Should I add some kind of Moon Chan outfit? I think I should. That'd be a good time. I'd do that. Not a bad idea at all, actually. All right, let's follow this logic. Why is this not making sense? So we're setting player gold to equal player gold. Unbox Moonchan chicken. Ooh. I think I have to do that. I think I have to. I think it's got to happen now. Okay. This is where it actually goes in. And yeah, I might have to work on that a little bit tomorrow. It is Memorial Day after all. Okay. We're saying this right here is its own thing. This would have been 10. Plus. Then we come in here, which should be... Yeah. So that goes from there all the way to the end, minus the last one. So you're saying player gold, or monster gold, is correct. Monster's gold, which would be 10 times where does that land? Yeah, so you're there. So you're rounding up 671, which would be 0, plus 724, which would be, say, 30. So yeah, we're saying 30 divided by 100. Okay, how do I actually have it laid out? So we're saying 10 times 3 divided by 100, which is 0.3. Which is, yeah, that's 30. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Is it because of this? Is it because I'm telling it to round up? Crap, I think it is. We need to say, hey, look at that, it finally converted to JavaScript. So we need to say, That means everything in here. No. So you would be 0.3. Which would be 10 times 0.3, which would be 3. So then, do I need to say it's here, round up? I think so. So I think it's because I was rounding up in the wrong spot. Let's find out together. Is that actually the case? Who knows? Who freaking knows? Here I was sitting here telling myself, I'm like, okay, like we've already got a good start on, you know, this one, because I thought for sure that Midas Touch was working. Apparently not. So that's exciting. All right, let's come over here. Let's set this up to 100%. Okay, 100%. Go. Now let's increase you 30. Okay, so I should get 13 gold. If this actually works correctly. Let's see what happens. Fingers crossed, everybody. Fingers crossed. Jerry says, LOL, I've been watching you on YouTube, Twitch, and phone to increase your viewers. Jerry, I appreciate that. Thank you. I will take any help I can get. So I appreciate that. Ooh. Oh. Oh. We got 13. We got 13. Oh, but here's the real question. Are we going to be able to get another 13? There should be another 13 again. So we should get 26 gold. Let's see what happens. I just got to take this guy out, you know? Cool. I was literally looking at my cards, looking at this number, and then I was like, wait, what am I supposed to do? Should I hit or stand? It's obvious. My brain is getting to the point where it's like, okay, all right. Slowing down. Hit on 14. Okay, there we go. It's gonna work. 26 gold. Oh, thank freaking goodness. Oh, yes. Okay. Now, I am going to, though, come over here to luck. Which one is this? Number 2. Let's reduce you down to nothing, though. I just want to see. I should just get my regular amount of gold, right? I should just get 10. Shouldn't be anything crazy. No funny business. We should be up to 36 gold if I can get this. All right, there we go. Right. Yep, 36. Okay. Ooh, all right. Ugh, perfect. So, Midas Touch is now officially done. I can now officially come in here and uncheck and then recheck that box. Good to go there. Ooh. Okay. Let's... Ooh. Man, all right, let's see here. So the next one, weighted dice. Increase your chance of winning the combat tie dice. Ooh. I don't know how I'm gonna factor this one. How does the dice roll go right now? The actual combat one, though, right? Okay, yeah, the combat tie dice roll. This is here. I. Dice roll. Tiebreaker choice equals 1. Tiebreaker choice equals 2. How is that going to work, actually? Play it out. This is where it actually spins the die. Evens. Player wins. Okay. Game stream picture name equals dice dex roll plus 5. What is dice dex roll? Pictures. Dice dex roll. Oh, it's the animated dice. Okay.
An Islam turned Rune Man into a chicken.
Hello, I'm a chicken. Bok bok bok. Bok 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 bok. Glad to see you here. Thank you, Fanny Slam. I appreciate that. Bok. Bok indeed. Bok bok to you too as well. Also, hopefully you're having an absolutely fantastic evening. Fanny Slam detected. Good old Fanny Slam. We got the money in their bag. Love it. I love it. Okay. Right here, this is where we're actually setting the thing. Yeah, so this moves the dice up, and then as it's moving up, this is actually changing the rotation of it to make it look animated. And then once it hits a spot, then it turns to bounce out, and then it drops down. And then when this reaches a certain spot, it sets it to be... Okay. So, we need it to be a percentage chance to win the dice roll. I guess, technically, what we could do... Ooh, actually, this might actually be really easy. We'd essentially take this conditional branch, so it rolls the dice here. And then we just say, conditional branch, if you're equal to 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, or 20, your variable 5. Or we could say we need to take into consideration exactly which one the player has selected. Get evens or odds. Player selects evens. Then variable 90 gets switched to 1. So we could say, essentially the idea is, we're just going to have a spot here. I guess we could come down here to the player, player bust. This is the 1 in 100. Copy that. Okay. I guess the first condition is going to be... yeah. Let's check and see if variable 90 is tiebreaker choice. You're equal to 1. Comment. Player chose even. So the player chose even. Do we just say you're equal to, oh, let's just go copy it down here. If you're equal to these odd numbers, then we say player skill dex. This is if 7, 10, so 7. Player skill luck 1, greater than or equal to 1. So as long as you've actually done 1 in there, this is going to be the luck skill 1. I don't remember what it's called. What was it called? Luck skill 1, weighted dice. That's what. Weighted dice. This is if increase your chance of winning the combat tie dice roll. Okay. Set that to be a random number between 1 and 100. Just say 723 times 5. How much is going up? Percentage base? I think. Let's come in here and find out. Okay, yes, we're going up by 5% chance. Up to 50%. Okay. We just want to say... So, if the player has chosen to have an even dice, and if you have either rolled an odd... So if you've rolled an odd number, so either 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, or 19, then we want to say, if you have the weighted dice skill, then set a random number between 1 and 100. And then if that number is less than 5, it would be 5, 10, 15, 20. So as you increase the skill, you have a higher chance of it landing below that threshold. So if that's the case, then we just want to say add 1 to the dice. Because if you get it right, just add 1 to it. So any odd number would become an even number. And then you just move on. Then we just say jump to label fixed dice. Yeah. Sure. Okay, so that would mean after this stuff, we would then come here. And then we'll say, this is the label, fixed dice, and then it actually shows the correct number. Yeah. Okay. So, I think that should be good. Gonna be a little bit cleaner, maybe. I mean, obviously. Could I just rewrite most of this in JavaScript to make it cleaner? Yeah. I guess technically we could do this. You're 723. Because really it's Are you this thing? Are you this thing? Are you this thing? Do this thing. You could say this is variable 90. Say if game variables value 90, you're equal to 1, and this and 723 greater than 1, or greater than or equal to 1. Okay, this is essentially all of those wrapped up into one. Should be able to delete that. Yeah, should be all right. Okay, now that's cleaned up just a little bit. It's a little bit smaller. Should be all right. So now we just want to say, copy and paste that. We're essentially going to be doing the exact same thing, except for we're going to be using the even. We'll replace from there to there. All the even numbers. Say player chose odds. Wait. Right. Okay, yes. So we're basically saying, check to see if you chose evens and it lands on an odd and you have this skill, do this thing. Or if you chose odds and the dice lands on evens and you have this skill, do this thing. Okay. Get a dice, increase your chance of winning the combat dice roll. I was going to say, set it again, random number between 1 and 100. If you land below X value, then just say, we don't want to add 1 to the dice, though. We're going to sub 1 from the dice. Now, the reason why we're adding on the odd dice and removing from the even dice is because with the odd dice, it only goes up to 19. So even if you roll a 19, you can just, across the board, plus 1, and the worst case scenario is it's going to become a 20. But if you were to say remove 1, then if it ever lands on a 1, it would then go down to 0. Not exactly what would happen. Same thing, but vice versa for the evens. If you are on an even, you don't want to add because it could land on a 20, but it's only going to land on a 2. So if you just subtract 1 from it, it will then switch it to an odd dice without ever... That way I don't have to go in and like create other conditional branches of basically saying, if you are a... if you land on a 1, make sure you don't subtract, just add. And if you land on a 20, make sure you don't add, just subtract. I can just say, yep, if you're an even dice, just subtract. If you're an odd dice, just add. Yeah, there you go. And then, yeah, then we just add 1 to the dice. Or subtract 1 from the dice. Jump to fixed dice. Which I don't think we necessarily have to do jump to fixed dice on this one, because it's like, I'm only doing this one jump past this. So, if I just get rid of that, all good. Okay, cool. Now, the testing of it is going to be a bit of a pain. Not exactly exciting stuff, but I think it should be good. Back from doing dishes. Welcome back, school. Welcome back. Back just in time, because we are probably just about to end.
Sunchan.
Hello, it is Sunchan. Sunchan here to close out the stream. Yeah, I think we should probably be good on weighted dice. I do want to go in and test it. I'm going to test it off stream, though, just because I know it's not going to be fun. But I basically need to make it so the monsters will get mad, like tying hands with me. And I just want to test and see if it actually does make it so that I win 100% of those tied dice rolls. So it's not going to be the end of the world. I can absolutely do it. But it's, again, not exactly the most exciting thing to do on stream. But I think we probably can just mark that off. We should be fine. If I go and test it and it's not working, I will either fix it between now and the Tuesday stream, or I'll wait until the Tuesday stream to fix it if it's not working. But I'm going to do the testing before the Tuesday stream. but we should be good to go there. So there we go. We are now, so long as that doesn't run into any bugs, which I don't anticipate. That one's pretty straightforward. And we should just have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 skills left on the skill tree. And then we can finally say the skill tree is over and done and behind us until I go and break something, and then we have to go in and fix it. So, but hopefully that will not happen. Jerry says, I know this is a tangent question, but if you couldn't use Adobe Photoshop, what would you use? Something like a sprite or something? That is actually a really good question. So, what would I use?
Thanks for the follow, Resident.
Resident, thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate that. Thank you. What would I use if I weren't to use Photoshop? I'm trying to remember the names of them. Why can I not think of what it's called? A-Sprite. I mean, yeah, A-Sprite is one that I would probably... Affinity! That's the one. Affinity Designer. So I would probably give Affinity a little bit more of a chance. Just because it would be more suited for my overall needs. Yeah, it probably would be a toss-up between A-Sprite or Affinity Designer. Affinity is very, very good. Yeah, the other thing about Affinity too is like they're just like a one-time purchase, right? Like you buy it and you're good. Like there's no subscription. But yeah, so Affinity is free now. Oh, I thought it was still a paid program. No subscription. Well, I'm gonna have to go and take a look at that. I honestly thought that it was still a paid pro, which, like, to be fair, back in the day, the emails that I remember getting about it was still pretty cheap. Honestly, it was not that expensive. So yeah, so probably Affinity or A-Sprite would be the two that I would probably look into. Yeah, which I've definitely thought about because I hate having to pay for Photoshop. It's the dumbest thing in the world. But I just use it so much for so many different things that aren't... Like, I don't just use it on the stream. Like, it's not just game dev stuff that I use for it. I do use Photoshop a lot for a lot of different things. So it's like, I can kind of justify it for, like, the other use cases that I have for it. But, yeah. I feel like if they ever jack up their prices more, I'm going to have to be like, okay, I'm done. So, yeah. Anyway, that's how I'd answer that one. But yeah, it was pay once, like $40 for Infinity use. Yeah, exactly. And that's honestly like what I was kind of on board with back in the day. And then I was just like, I'll just keep using Photoshop because back in the day, I was getting a huge discount for the full Adobe suite through school. Like, I think I was getting the full Adobe suite for like $20 a month, which included, like, it was literally everything. I got the entire Creative Cloud for $20 a month. Now I'm paying for Photoshop and Lightroom, and it's like $15 a month. I'm just like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. But yeah, it's very tempting, very tempting. I know Photoshop is so good, but I hate that it went subscription. I know, it's the most annoying thing. I really wish they wouldn't have. But that's how they get you. They're like, oh, well, you want to use our premium tool? Off it up. I don't know. Yeah, I've debated going back to my old ways with Photoshop. You know, the old ways where there were no subscription models, no money out of pocket. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, well, yeah. So hopefully should be good. I will be taking a look and giving some testing on the weighted dice, but I think we should be good. On that one. So we're getting close. Fingers crossed to wrapping up the skill tree, and then we can move on to other things. Affinity added a Lightroom alternative. I think they did. I'll have to take another look there, but yeah. Anyway, I appreciate everyone for being here. Thank you all so much. I hope everyone has an absolutely fantastic rest of their evenings. I will see you all on the Tuesday stream, so make sure to tune in for that on the Tuesday stream, where we're going to hopefully... actually, I'm not going to say it. I was going to say, hopefully we'll finish up the skill tree. I highly doubt we'll get through all 5 of these. But hopefully before the end of the week, we will knock out all of these, and it's going to be just an absolute blast. So, stick around. We're going to go do a raid over here on Twitch, so make sure to stick around for that. If you're over on YouTube, I do appreciate you being here. If you are on YouTube, make sure to like and subscribe if you're not liked and subscribed yet. Yeah, so thank you all so much. Starting work on pop-up book. Exactly. Starting work on the pop-up book. In Tuesdays. Exactly. We're streaming again on Tuesday in Tuesdays. So make sure to check in with that. So anyway, all right. Hope you all have an absolutely fantastic rest of your evening. I will see you all on the Tuesday stream. Until then, good luck, take care, and I will see you then. Goodbye.